Hello, entertainment daily lovers. Welcome back. Join me. Let's do this. Let's do it. I hope our network allows us to do this today. Okay, so let's check if we're live, and we are going to be discussing the document presented by none other than Zoe, aka Crystal Zoe. Welcome and thank you so very much for joining, and welcome to everyone that is also going to be watching the replay of this. First of all, let's check our sound. Let's make sure everything is okay, going accordingly, and then we are going to start. As you're coming in, please don't forget to give a like to the live stream. Thumbs up, and let's get into the conversation. We'll be analyzing all the documents and everything else in between. Okay, so I just want to check time. Mhm. Where do I feel like this echoes? Please let me know if you are watching. Drop a comment. Let me know. I feel like this echoes, but let me know if you can hear. I don't know. I feel like the sound sounds weird. If you're here, welcome. 4 persons are here with me. Please give the live stream a thumbs up. Let's get into this conversation. Before we do so, I would share and we will start this live stream. I was supposed to do this live stream yesterday, okay, but I wasn't able to, so we're here now. 5%, please thumbs up. We have just 2 thumbs up. Please thumbs up the live stream. Let's get into why this woman wants to force herself in Korra's life and how weird what Crystal filed is. All of that we're going to be, and more, we're going to be discussing on this live stream. Trying to share this now. Okay. Okay, so sharing to my community, like, share, subscribe if you have somewhere to share to, invite those friends of yours. Let us gist. We're supposed to have this gist yesterday, but yeah, better late than never. So let's do this. Okay. Mhm. So I want us to quickly just go back and talk about some things before I pull up the document. And I want to start by saying, where are those people that celebrated when this woman called Crystal came out and said, ha ha ha, the restraining order against me have been thrown out? Those people that were so quick to jump in and start partying, having fun. Nelly, welcome, welcome. Yes. Nelly said, good morning again. I'm doing housework while I'm listening. Isn't that perfect? Something to keep you busy so you don't think too much about the house chores. Sometimes house chores you'll be thinking, oh, how do I get over this? So something to keep you busy while you do your house chores. Welcome and thank you very much for joining Queen Nelly. Thank you so much for joining us today. God bless you. Okay, and everyone that is here, all my silent watchers, if you want me to welcome you with your name, you have to comment, say hi, hello, something so I know who you are, so I can welcome you. Everybody is welcome. God bless you all for coming. I'm super grateful for the time you come in here to spend with us, giving your 2 cents about what you think about this whole situation. Thank you so much. Okay, so I want, like I said, before we start pulling up that uh stuff that we saw, what this woman filed, I want to just ask, where are these women? Where are they? Where are those people that partied, laughed, mocked, did the most on social media when this woman came and deceived them? You know, it's funny how this woman and JD, and I mean this woman Crystal and JD would just sit in their home, come up with some bogus story, and this set of people would just run with it. Like no questions asked. You will not wait to see evidences that back up what they are telling you, so you know that it's true. No, they just roll with whatever and they continue with it. But anyway, just as we know, Madame has filed. Oh my goodness. And what we saw this woman file, it's not different from what JD filed, right? Even though these people have been asking for buy me a coffee, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, what else? Everything else that you can use to get to collect funds from someone. Yet, what these people filed does not look like something that was filed by a professional or someone that filed something by seeking a professional advice before filing. That's not what this looks like. It just looks like where somebody is playing, in my opinion. When you are in playing mood, that's when you file something like this. But that's what we see. But now this is August, and we know that the case is coming up on the 6th, so that's next week. The case between Korra and Crystal, it's coming up, and Crystal has tried her best to minimize everything that she has done, even though we know that Crystal and Lay L in the UK, these two, and Lady Brief in Minnesota, the kind of words that came out of these people's mouth. It's something that you want to sit back and ask yourself, wait, what exactly did this scorer do to them? And every single damn time you ask each and every one of them, they are not able to come out with a good reason, a tangible reason why they behave the way they behave, why they do what they do, but they just know that they want to behave this way. Now, with all the bragging and everything, I would expect that this woman will come out and file and say in the file that yes, the father of the children asked me to do this. Instead, this woman is beating around the bush, talking about irrelevant things, things that just doesn't matter. And I'm asking myself, did this woman read through what she filed before she actually decided, okay, this is what I'm going to file, this is going to be my defense, and I'm sticking to it? But having somebody like JD as her solicitor, her advisor, I'm not surprised that I see the type of things I saw as the first that we will pull up. So let's quickly just pull up these things. It is so funny, seriously. It is indeed funny what is going on. Just give me a second. Mm, 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 mm. Ah, ah, mm, mm. Please, if you've not subscribed, subscribe. We are close to hitting a goal of 3K. Can we make that happen in this month of August? If you're here, you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, turn on your notification bell. And also, our channel membership is active if you want to join us. Yes, do so. Okay. Um, I'm trying to pull up the other stuff. The first part of this stuff that came out first before. Mm, 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 Give me a second. Let's pull it up. Pull it up, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. Yes, electronically filed by Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles. Let's get into what this woman filed and let's analyze together the lies that this woman is telling. I don't know if she thinks that because she deleted all her posts, nobody can find nothing. So let's start from her cover sheet, the exhibits. Exhibit 1, she said fake page, Zoe Tundra and easy shenanigans. Her exhibit 2, that Crystal filed, right? Crystal is talking about advocate victims of social media bullying, how this blogger showed Crystal in a photoshopped orange jumpsuit. Crystal said it's photoshopped orange jumpsuit. Okay, so this woman wants to come out and act like she has not had any run-ins with the law. But forget about what advocate or any other blogger posted or whatnot. Then this same woman came out and was playing down on what it was, and she was saying it was just a misdemeanor. Everybody have got misdemeanor charges against them in this world. Why are they trying to blow it out of proportion as if I was doing something? What was it? It was unaliving someone or a crime that serious. That it was just a misdemeanor. It's just a misdemeanor. That's the only charge I have. That's what Crystal was saying. But now this woman is fuming and she's trying to tell the court, how dare this blogger? How dare you, seriously? How dare you, advocate? How dare you post an orange jumpsuit photo when I've been a law-abiding citizen of the United States of America? You know, we have on this live stream, we'll be saying this United States of America. We'll be saying it multiple times because the level at which JD and this set of lonely women will be calling the United States. You'll be thinking it's like an alien something that when you hear it, you're like, yo, this is different. It's out of this world. It's this, it's that. Yo, y'all take several seats, man. Just because you're in the United States or in fact, these people are just ridiculous. It doesn't mean that when you file something because it's America, it gets to court, the judge should just stand up and tell you, because this is the United States of America. It means we are not going to investigate this and you are going to jail. So if you hear us saying multiple times the United States of America, it's not our fault. Blame it on JD and his gang members. The way they will always tell you that you don't know the law. It's the United States. And then they go to court and they file absolute rubbish. The school one that go for the United States of America, not the teacher that has to get sense. I know fish out. How this JD and Crystal that will always brag with the United States of America came out and filed this nonsense, embarrassing the United States of America. Okay, let's proceed. Let us proceed, okay? So her exhibit 2, she's calling out advocates for posting orange jumpsuits. How dare you post orange jumpsuits? When we know that even her son confirmed that she's had several run-ins with the law, but she wants to get angry, even though this woman, remember, she's supposed to be talking to Korra. She's supposed to be proving to the court, proving to the judge that Korra is guilty and she is not guilty, or trying to prove that what Korra said is not true. She's innocent of all the charges that Korra has leveled against her. That's what her defense is supposed to be. Your Honor, in so place, Korra mentioned that I did this, that. Well, Your Honor, with this evidence, with that, I can prove to you that she is lying, Korra is lying, and I am not guilty. And you post and put the evidence. You explain yourself, you put evidence. But instead, this woman is here giving us exhibits to advocate. Is advocate Korra? The answer is no. How do you sit in your home and it makes sense to you that this is what you should file and put in file as exhibit? But well, that's our exhibit 2. Exhibit 3, she said, advocate victims again. Is bullying and showing harassment photo that belongs to Crystal Heffet. She has not mentioned anything that Korra has done. Exhibit 5, because exhibit 4 is not here. Exhibit 5, we will pull up Exhibit 4, but let's just go according to what this one said. Exhibit 5 here says, obidi showing her physical and putting children in harm. Is that your defense? Is that the reason why you took unclad photos of the children? Is that the reason why you were doing distributing and constantly on private video calls that most of your cohorts said? So those videos too can be entered as evidence where these people said you will live stream in JD's home and you will connect them so they can see the kids and all of those shenanigans that was going on. But no, you're talking about somebody doing something else. Her exhibit 6, she posted about another blogger, King Esther, and she said King Esther harassing by showing the RO date before anyone knew. That's such a big deal. That is such a big deal that King Esther showed the RO before any other person knew about it, even though those documents will be put on a public website where somebody can pay a few cents and go get it. But yet it was an issue that the King Esther posted it, and we're supposed to assume that King Esther was sent by Korra to go and do that, or that's the defense this woman is going with. Your Honor, Korra Obidi, even though I don't have evidence, I know that Korra Obidi sent King Esther to go and post this. The woman is just unbelievable. Seriously. Unbelievable. The kind of things that this woman does is unbelievable. Hold on. This woman. One would think that after this woman finished threatening Korra, you can do a thing that she will come up with something that is tighter than this. And her exhibit 4, she was mentioning another blogger too, Lady L, right? Talking about how, oh, she posted something about me. Meanwhile, what the blogger posted, the blogger is different from who? Korra. Are you still trying to say that it was Korra that sent the Lady A, sorry, on Facebook to go and do what she did? Evidence you did not post. You just put their stuffs here, things you cannot actually prove, okay? In Exhibit 4, where she says, Lady A, Obidi's fan, calling Krista Herkes a stalker. This is harassment. So if a blogger called you a stalker, this is supposed to be harassment, huh? All right. But when you were saying all those things you were saying and doing all those things you were doing, those were what? Nothing? No wahala. Let's proceed because there is more. There is more, and more. Okay. So where they asked this woman when they said she should give reasons, God, oh, the lies that are told here that says reasons I do not agree to the order requested. The kind of things that are coming out from this woman's mouth, from the first word that came out to this woman's mouth to the last, you will just know that this woman is a fat liar. Somebody that lies and forgets that all the evidence of everything is on social media and people can prove it. But no, this woman convinced herself that everything she said is true. So let's go through this. While she is disagreeing and she wants to forcefully insert herself, and this plays along to what she said when she said Korra cannot do anything. She just didn't know that Korra would go to court. So she said, Korra cannot do anything. If JD wants me in the lives of those children, I'm most definitely going to be in the life of those children. There is absolutely nothing you or anyone else can do about it. The only person that is relevant, the only person that can take such decision is JD. And as far as JD is okay that I be in the life of those children, I will be in the life of those children. But now, the filing is saying something else. So here that says reasons I do not agree to the order, we will hear it now. Mhm. So it says answer. It said explain your answer to each other requested that you do not agree with. Mhm. And it said check this box if there is not enough space. So in this woman's mind, she has a lot of relevant things to say. And when they asked her to check that box, if there is not enough space, so she can list her bull crap, this woman really checked that box and continued with the BS that she wanted to write, that in her brain was relevant. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. Thank you so very much for joining us today. And please don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification bell. Let's analyze together. Today, we're discussing the documents and the stuff that she filed. When I mean she, Crystal, that woman. We have few days. The countdown has begun. Okay, few days to go. I think it's on the 6th of August, and today is what? The 3rd of August. So very soon, face off time in court. Madame that was running her mouth for 2 years plus, I hope when she gets to court, she'll be able to run her mouth with all this nonsense we see here that she just filed that we're getting into momentarily. So this woman boldly checked this box that says, if the space here is not enough, you should check this box. And Madame checked the box only to write rubbish. Let's get in. She said, I do not personally know Miss Obidi. But wait, this woman said she do not personally know Cora Obidi. But you were sending those annoying presents to Cora Obidi's home. But you do not personally know Cora Obidi. Madam, you can lie, yo. The level at which this woman lies. You see the same set of people. And one thing that is common amongst most of these people is that they knew Cora first before they knew JD. But I feel like they quickly noticed that she was not the type that you can easily convince. She's not the type that just because you say something or you wanted to roll and do the things you want, like her ex-husband that is nodding his head like an agama lizard, made them to turn and say, okay, let's go to the person that is not smart so we can actually take advantage of that and use it to our own advantage, because this woman was sending gift. So somehow she must have seen Cora's content, watching Cora's content. And it's just God that saved Cora. That Cora never gave. The other one was contacting Cora to come to the UK. Cora didn't respond. From their mouth, you will hear the word. This one was saying she sent a gift, then Cora broke it or what, that pissed her off or something. You will notice that then the other one said she was Cora's fan. She was in Cora's comment section chatting this and that, talking with Cora, because Cora did not give them the type of attention that they expected from her. Like I said to you all, which is not a joke. I always tell you people that these women are lonely, sad, and miserable. And they are looking for who they're going to drag into their life of misery. That's why you see them in this level of confusion. So let's continue, okay? Let's continue dissecting this together. If you have something to say, you want to jump on the panel with me, let me know so I can drop the link, okay? As we dissect here, so we can do it together. Okay, so proceeding, she said, I do not personally know Miss Obidi slash Dean. I don't know why she kept adding slash Dean in this her stuff. Anyways, which we already know that that's a lie. When she said she doesn't know Cora, we know that she's lying. She proceeded and she said, however, I do know the ex-husband, Dr. Dean. She had to add the doctor, even though he's not a doctor. She did say, however, I do know the chiropractor Dean. She said, I do know Dr. Dean. open bracket, through his mother. And she proceeded and she said, Miss Obidi has made her divorce public via several social media platforms. This is another fat lie. You are going to court. This is supposed to be your defense. And all you could do was to lie in your defense. When we know that when you go to court and you testify, one of the first things they do is bring in your Bible or your Quran and you take your oath where you promise to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. And this woman thinks that she's going to lie on this, and the judge will not be able to tell. Well, this woman just clearly lied that Korra made her divorce public via several social media platforms. When actually it was the ex that made their divorce public. Even when Cora didn't say anything, it was even Nancy that came out and said, please, can you respect our privacy? Thank God that all these things are on social media. And they can go back to pull all of this. And like every single thing this woman filed, that Christoph filed as a defense for this her case between she and Cora, you can actually go back, pull up a video, a post of hers or of JD or of any of the family, like Cora, Nancy, or any of the family members, and compare it, and you can tell that the woman is lying. I don't know why she didn't think about that, but she said it's Cora that made it public. Meanwhile, it was JD that came up and did Hollywood 101. It's him that keeps telling the story up until 2024. The only thing Cora did was come out, write her book, and every time a question is asked about her situation, she tells you, go buy my book, everything is in there. She will not be the first person that is writing a book about their life. She will not be the last. So for this woman to come out and tell a bold-faced lie like this shows you how twisted Crystal's mindset is. She said Koro Bidi made her divorce public via several social media platforms. And she said, and she okay, social media platform. She said anyone can access her page. They are public. She is a known content creator that people share and analyze her actions and everyday life the as she posted. Many people, bloggers, content creators were slash are analyzing her divorce slash life. My page Zoe Tundra, and Easy Shenanigan, Mama Zoe's Playhouse are mainly about my 4 kids. Lie, 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 lie. Your page is not about your 4 kids. It's not about your animals. It is mainly for bashing Cora Obidi. And just because you deleted multiple 2 years plus, multiple videos and whatnot, does not mean that the evidences are not there. Okay? So this woman still lies because in her mind, there is no way the judge is going to find out that 2 years ago, back to back, every single day, this woman was doing live stream posts and everything about Cora, bashing, harassing, stalking, bullying, and doing the most. And then she gets angry that Lady A posted that she's a stalker. Okay. She said, where were we? Playhouse, and it's mainly for her 4 kids. It said outside, okay, so her 4 kids, cooking and everyday life. What does this one know how to cook? So when people say they have cooking channel, this woman too will come out and say she has cooking channel. Hi, people that cook have suffered. People that have cooking channels have really suffered. Hi, wahala. Wahala, not the finish. Cooking channel people, sorry, oh. Ah, What she said is for cooking and for her 4 kids and everyday um, life. And she said, I did speak briefly of Miss Obidi. There is nothing briefly about what this woman did for 2 years plus. You speak on somebody for 2 years plus, that cannot be equated to I spoke briefly about someone. But of course, this woman did not check the definition of brief or briefly before she used it. I hope she'll be able to prove in court that she spoke briefly about Korra, because we know that 2 years plus can be brief. Okay, proceeding. She said, I speak briefly of Miss Obidi and her ex-husband, Dr. Dean. However, never once called her outside of her name. This is also another huge lie. This woman is one of the top among the three that kept calling Korra out of her name. But here in her filing, she's saying never, never, in capital letters. Oh, she said never once called her outside of her name, as I have witnessed so many others. The thing is not what you have witnessed or what you've not witnessed. The thing is you coming to defend yourself. That's what this is about. Defend yourself. But I don't know how or why this is not clear to this woman that she keeps doing the most. Okay, so she said she has never called Korra out of Korra's name for once. And let me see, where is that? Okay, she said, I never once called her outside of her name, as I have witnessed so many others. I have never told lies on her when I was analyzing anything I have said of her. I guess when I say on my page. And then it continues, she said, were facts. Now she's trying to say whatever she has said on her page were facts. Whew. Hope you have the evidence to prove, because we know the things you've said. So she said everything she has said about Korra on her page was facts that came from her mouth, facts that came from Korra's mouth. Nothing was ever fabricated. I have never harassed her, called her names, not threatened or her children. However, I have witnessed myself that Miss Obidi called me a pedo and a molest. You know what that is? And she's saying that she has witnessed this. First of all, there are lots of evidence if she ever said that to prove why she said that. If you said you have witnessed, and that evidence you will need to present it to, not just to write about it here, you need to present it too. And she said she had witnessed, because she said she had witnessed Korra calling her a pedo and a molest. Complete it. Start. He said she did this often, and she did it to incite violence of her page toward me. You do not accuse someone of something so heinous as this without fact. This is why I currently have a lawsuit. Why is it now you two? But this woman, she was asking Korra, why is it now Korra is doing this? But she too, it's now she's doing her own. Laura Lee, you're welcome, welcome, Queen. Thank you so very much for joining us today. Laura Lee said, good morning. Good morning to you, Laura Lee. Thank you so very much for joining. This woman says the most. So she did what she did to you, but it's now that you're claiming that you have filing against her. The same way you claim you have filing against Crystal, but we've never seen anything. It's only this against Kim, but we've not seen anything. It's only this Crystal that files restraining order, cease and desist, and everything else against people, but nobody gets to see the document. Only her. Anyway, she continued and she said, this is why I have currently okay, she said, I have currently lawsuits going on against her. She was sent a cease and desist. Voila. She was sent a cease and desist order from my lawyer. You don't even have lawyer, madam. If you have lawyer, you won't be able to file this. Everything this woman is saying is lies. She said, we are still awaiting her response in this matter. She did sign for it on the 6th, 12th, 2024. And she said, we are awaiting her response to see if she is willing to settle outside of court. Yeah, this woman is looking for money. They're waiting for response to see if Korra will settle outside of court so Korra can give you some money. That's always the goal for you and JD. It's always about the money. You're waiting. You go wait tire, you go grow gray hair. You go talk to Egyptian mommy. I said, we're seeing if she's going to settle outside of court. If not, the matter will be taken to court in Pennsylvania. To my knowledge, Miss Obidi has no medical proof of anything happening to her beautiful children. This woman is really sick. So she needs to wait for when she has medical proof before she can take you to court. All right. Let your brain be functioning that way. And then she said, the FBI was at my house in February 2024 to discuss this. As that time, this woman cannot even write anything correct. You can't. And she said, as that time, when he had left, he was closing the case. When he gotten back to his office, what nonsense she's writing here now? Anyways, and she said, as he saw nothing malicious, she said, I live a normal life. I'm not a mean and hateful person. This woman is mean and hateful. So saying that she's not a mean and hateful person is really laughable. Seriously, it's really laughable. For 2 years, you harassed, stalked, did the most, defamed this woman's character. You defamed Korra, you harassed, you did everything. Then you transferred it to her children with the help of her ex-husband. And yes, you say you're not a mean. Here she's saying she's not a mean or hateful person. Madam, stop lying, please. Please, 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 please stop with your lies. We can't deal anymore. Where is that? Where is that? Okay, I'm not a mean and hateful person. I love children. No, you don't. Spend time with my grandchildren daily. Miss Obidi's fans, also known as her Koreans, have been harassing me daily, calling the FBI and police. Miss Obidi was in Nigeria at the time this false accusation came about. She did not leave, she continued to stay in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, it took her weeks to file a ROO. So you and her ex-husband plan to do what you people did, but she should run from Nigeria to the US to come and file. When the ex-husband, this happens under the ex-husband, it's just good that she writes all these things. When they will ask you, so all of this happened, she did not leave. What did JD do? Let's see what your answer will be. Okay, so let's find the continuation. Let's pull it up. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Uh, 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 uh. Mhm. Hold on. Let's pull the other part. Laura Lee said, did her son tell Quebecer on live video that his mother is banned from his daughters by restraining order? Oh, Laura Lee, didn't she lie about everything on this restraining order? Are you shocked that she's lying about that one too, that she plays all day with her grandsons? There's no lie. Like from the beginning to the end, from the first word that came out of this woman's defense is a lie. She didn't say one thing that was true. This woman did not say one damn thing that was true. I'm telling you, not one thing, not one single thing she said here that is true. Not one. Seriously. I'm just trying to find the other one. So maybe her dog had puppies and they are they are the grand, since she called them her four babies. Who knows? Who knows? You're not far from it at all. It's possible that it's the dogs and the chicken and all those things and the cats, because she also have cats. It's their babies that she's referring to as the grandchildren that she's playing with. Because I can't believe this woman. The kind of words that came out from let me not say words, the kind of lies that came out of this woman's mouth. It is just shocking. It is. Hold on, let's see this one here. Okay, and let's go to the next one. Okay, attachment 5. Huh. Mhm. Let's get attachment 5. Uh, you're just joining us, you're welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification bell, give the live stream a thumbs up, and drop your comments in the comment section. If you have something to add, you want to join the panel up here and give us your 2 cents, let me know also. Okay, so attachment 5. Here it states, and she only filed due to her Koreans pressing her. I have also been accused by Obidi and her sister Nancy Umen and her Koreans of selling pictures, sharing pictures on social media, which I have the names of the page. Hold on, sorry. She said by her sister Nancy Ume and Koreans of selling pictures, sharing pictures in quote, and then she said on social media, which I have never done. Okay, which I have never done such a thing. Obidi's fans, this woman or what? Okay, she said, hmm, hold on. She said she's never sold photos or shared photos, even though she was on a live stream and those her cohorts admitted that yes, this woman was live streaming and showing them the kids and doing all of those things. Yet she's claiming she has not done that. Okay, so she said Obidi uh, fans went as far as making a fake page, see Exhibit 1, very similar to the name of my page. They did this to harass me daily. Her fans posted a Photoshop picture, see Exhibit 2, of my head in a man's body in an orange jumpsuit. Look, you can see the hands, they are of a man. This is how her people have been harassing me. That's how they've been harassing you, eh? And she's here today saying I have been harassing her. Obidi's fans harassed harassed my significant other, calling him, I guess I wanted to say him, but it's I am, calling him at his job, posting a picture of him and I on their page, see Exhibit 3. Another of her fans, Lady A, is also been harassing me, calling me a stalker. See Exhibit 4. So these are the exhibits. Remember, when we started the live stream, we started with the exhibits first. And then, so that's what she's referring to now, where she's explaining. Okay, so she said, see, the Lady A called her a stalker, and she posted that as Exhibit 4. And she continued, she said, it is my understanding that Miss Obidi's friend, fans, bloggers, Carol Marshall, also known on Facebook as Simply Sweet Peach, and several other aliases, alongside Kimberly Sue Baker, also known as Kim Kim Kim, Madam PI. So here is where she mentioned Kim and Sweet Peach. So she said that Sweet Peach and Kim, and she mentioned the other page of Kim, which is Remove Was Was, and also several other aliases. She said, to my knowledge, these two ladies is whom shared any pictures of the children in mention. Even if it's these women that shared it, who originated the pictures? This woman doesn't understand that by you saying that it is Sweet Peach and Kim that shared it, who created that thing that got to the hands of Sweet Peach? The videos and photos that got to the hands of Sweet Peach and Kim, for them to now distribute it. Face yourself. No, you want to drag these two people into the. Don't worry. If Cora will send file something against other people, that should not be this woman's business. But her brain is not telling her that. In her trying to build the defense, she's actually admitting that she created those photos, but she's trying to just say she did not distribute them. It was Kim and Sweet Peach, that distributed it. But don't worry, evidence, Sarah, evidence is everywhere. So she's saying that, to the best of our knowledge, these two ladies is whom shared any picture. I'm reading it the way it's written here. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm reading exactly the way it said. Whom shared any pictures of the children in mention. It has even been stated in a social media live video that Miss Baker made a statement that she edited photos. My question today is, why hasn't Miss Obidi obtained a RO on either of these two ladies, as they are the ladies who supposedly are the ones starting showing of the picture. This woman now one telling people to inbox them, they will send them pictures to send to FBI, Your Honor. She said, I did not share or sell pictures of anyone's children on my Facebook profile page. It is widely known that the what did she say here? That the children in mention have been shown nude on social media platforms of Korra Obidi and a few of her bloggers blogger friends, as mentioned above, and several others, which to my knowledge belong to Chukwufunaya Obidi. Hold on, which belongs to, let's zoom in again, who belongs to Chukwufunaya Obidi. Most recent episode was on July 1st. Now she's listing, okay? She said the most recent was on July 1st, 2024, late evening. Miss Obidi was talking to a gentleman on a live video, and this live video lasted a little longer than 1 hour. However, around the 32 minutes mark, baby A was behind her mother, Obidi, naked. The world saw her completely naked. She said, listen very well, everybody said, the world saw her completely naked, exposing her buttocks all the way to her head, with approximately 120 people viewing Obidi's live video. Baby A then came around the back of Obidi to walk out from the video view. Again, we saw a naked side view of baby A. You could tell Miss, hold on. She said, the write-ups are so small. Apologies, please. Whew. 32 minutes. She said, we saw a person to walk out of the video again, and we saw the naked view of baby A. You could tell Miss Obidi knew this by the look on her face, but continue her life with this man. Later, approximately 4 hours later, she did in fact remove the video. If you contact Facebook, this part I really love that she added. She said, if you contact Facebook, I'm sure they can obtain this for you. So let her not forget that while she's asking the judge to contact Facebook, that they will also obtain those 2 years plus videos that she deleted from her own page. Not only Korra's video that she's stating, but this woman, no wahala. So she said, if you contact Facebook, I'm sure they can obtain this for you. And she said, this is the long and short of all of this. There has been at least 3 other instances where Miss Obidi had exposed her children's nudity on social media. One of the occasions was just prior to the July 1st incident. Baby J was sitting with her mother, Obidi. Mother zoomed in on baby J's VJJ area, April 20th, 2024. This incident happened. Another incident on September 27th, 2022. Now, this is somebody that said she briefly spoke about Korra Obidi, but look at the dates. She's even dating back to 2022 September. And here she said 27th of September 2022 and September 2nd, 2022. There was another, however, I'm not exact on the date. And she said, this can all be proven. I can provide the court with that evidence at a later date if need be. Miss Obidi also had her physical address listed at the title of many of her social media live videos. See Exhibit 5. When the mother zoomed on baby J's crotch area, this was very disturbing to watch. Many people were upset, and she later did remove the video. I have not spoke nor analyzed Miss Obidi on my page since around December of 2023. Prior to that date, I never incited violence, never told people to attack or harass Obidi in any way. I only told people to call CPS if they felt that the children were being neglected or placed in danger. Anything I have said about Obidi was only an analysis. Really? You will prove it now. Wait. As you said, I'm not understanding where Obidi states I sabotage her business opportunities. As with her action on social media, she gets approximately 800 to 1,000 views at any given time. She threatens her fans and others on her lives, wishing death, cancer, etc. upon them and their family. The world has witnessed Obidi telling people to unalive themselves. She does not take criticism well from anyone. She calls the people watching her video goats, ashawo, Nigerian slangs for or prostitute, and many other slangs can. This itself is ruining her. So this one is claiming that sabotaging the business, that is Korra that sabotaged her own business. The kind of things this woman is saying. Hey, let's take some comments and we will continue. Ah, Pampeline Clayton, you're welcome. Thanks so very much for joining us today. Um, Pampeline said, because her lawyer has to handle it, that's not Cora's job. It's her lawyer's job. Okay. Cheryl, wait. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you. Welcome, Queen. And Cheryl said, the judge will ask her, what does her defense have to do with what she is accused with? You're so correct. I wanted to just make sure that I read this so everybody gets to hear this. Oh my goodness. 22 persons watching. We have just 12 thumbs up. Please, if you've not thumbs up the live stream, please do so. Thank you so very much. God bless you as you do so. Share if you have somewhere to share too. Okay, invite those gist lovers of yours. Let's come and dissect and analyze together here. You're very correct, Cheryl. The kind of things that she's stating has nothing to do with defense. Somebody like they're asking you to come and defend yourself. This is what someone has accused you of doing. Your job is to come and defend yourself, and this is the best defense that this woman comes up with. It's just beyond me. It's just beyond me. This woman is unbelievable. The kind of things that she does, it's unbelievable. I've had to claim that this woman sabotaged her own this thing by herself. That Korra sabotaged her business by herself, and it has nothing to do with her. Meanwhile, there are enough evidence out there of what she and her cohorts have done. It is it is laughable, man. Huh. Okay, so let's continue. Let's see. Okay, so this one we just finished reading is attachment 5. So let's go to attachment 6. Obidi versus Hesketh. Attachment 6. And she continued. So you remember attachment 5 ended where she was saying that Korra, that she does not understand why Korra said she sabotaged her business opportunities. So that's where attachment 6 is starting from, where attachment 5 ended. So attachment 6 said business opportunities. She is doing that herself. George, this is getting overwhelming with the amount of harassment I have gotten from her fans. Another fan, Esther Ochaga, aka King Esther, Exhibit 6. She said, see Exhibit 6. Post about the previous RO that Obidi had filed. And she said, seems social media knows before anyone. And that is Korra sending King Esther to go and post the RO. Okay. Let's see. And she said, seems social media knew before anyone. This is supposed to be a defense. Okay. Oh, let's continue. She said, knew before anyone. She said, I've been harassed by Obidi, Nancy Ume, her fans, Sonia Obi, page called I Don't Care, Lady A, just to mention a few. It's been stated, and Obidi has also stated that I have felonies on my record. I do not, nor do I have any child crimes, drugs, or alcohol. These fans of hers continue on daily basis under Obidi's words to state that I am a MOLESEOR and a pedo. Okay, and these are just a few of the names they call me, and this is the reason we have filed the defamation on Miss Obidi. I don't know why she keeps telling the judge about her defamation. Like, what does that have to do with the judge? The judge said, come and defend yourself. Anyway, she said this is the reason why she has filed defamation case against Obidi. Okay, that's against Korra. She continued and said, I had to recently do a police report on one of her fans, and the police are investigating. Why the judge? What is the judge business if you file something against one of Cora's fans? How is that a defense for you? Anyway, she said it, that she had filed something against one of Cora's fans, and the police is currently investigating with a detective. Enough is enough. Obidi is exploiting her own children on social media with showing the nudity of the children, posting her physical address, etc. Doing all of this, knowing there is a court order. This is another laughable part. Just listen very well to what she will say now. She said Korra is doing all of this, knowing fully well that there is a court order in place by your own judge, Nod. When you hear this one, it sounds like you're hearing JD talk. She said, oh God, let's take it again. She said, Korra is doing all of this, knowing fully well that there is a court order placed by your own judge, Nod. He has an order in place that the children should not be shown on social media by either parents. And to my knowledge, it has not been changed as of yet, Your Honor. Miss Obidi is abusing the American court system. Did you all hear why I said we'll be saying America multiple times? He said she's abusing the American court system. Let me pause there first. Let's read some comments before we proceed. Yo, tell me that didn't just sound like JD. JD have been screaming online how Korra is defying. Did we not see documents that show that they can post under their own discretion? Then that isn't that what the court documents stated, that they can actually post the children, but they have to be mindful of what they are posting. And we saw those documents. But even with everyone seeing those documents, JD still stuck on what he was saying, that court said they should not. And if that is true, the JD that we know that runs back to court, back and forth, and mentions FBI like 1 billion times, don't you think he would have reported her to the court, and those children would either be taken from her, or she would face the penalty, whatever the penalty is supposed to be, if Korra was breaking the law with posting the children? And if that was the case, why didn't the court of law, spring into action? Why did he go to Facebook to go and file for Facebook to be taking down her videos where she has her kids, if it was the court of law that passed the order? But this woman, because she too, her brain cannot work by itself, like it doesn't function properly, she went ahead with the same thing, telling the judge the same thing. Probably said she's probably lying. And where is the evidence? Oh, from A to Z, everything she's saying is a lie. You don't even need to go to court to debunk. All you need to do is go to Facebook, list out everything she said in this her defense, and go and back. They try check her old videos, check everything else, and you will know that this woman is lying. Court is too far to go and find out. All the evidence is on Facebook. Everything is on Facebook to debunk this fat lie that she told in this her filing, in this her defense. Laura Lee said she doesn't have a record that is a scroll, allegedly. Wow, wow, wow. Angeli, welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today, Queen. I said, my goodness, is that her defense? This is so annoying. It is her defense. Seriously, it is hard to believe, but this is Crystal's defense for the 6th. And today is Saturday, the 3rd of August. And this case, the hearing is on the 6th of August, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so few days to go. Next week here. But this is the defense. She and JD's defense filing is so similar and laughable. Anyways, let's continue. Laura Lee said, Mr. Korra Obidi wrote that nonsense defense. Both of of them, I guess they were putting heads together. You know how they say two heads are better than one, but in this case, one head is better than two. Because if this is what two heads can come up with, then a no head is even better. Papa said any judge that is listening to her can tell that she is weird and obsessed with korra. I feel sorry for the judge, that judge will spend how many hours listening to all these things as defense, because he has to. That's what the law says, so he has to listen. Hi. So I feel sorry for all of them. Cheryl said, I actually think her defense is written by JD. The similarity in both of their defense is so funny, because it reminded me also of JD's defense, JD's filings, when we saw the evidence list. We were seeing Madam Zacchaeus of Minnesota as somebody to testify. That one that went on Facebook and she was screaming on a live stream where JD was sitting in the background and you could see JD. And this woman was constantly screaming, hey, I heard Korra had an orgy, and one it's with 6 men. It's going to go through her ear, her nose. How many holes are in the body? Is it going to go through the ear, the nose, the mouth, the where? Count for me, count for me. That is the person that you will put on the stand as a witness in your case. And now here we're hearing Crystal in her own defense. She's telling us that Judge Nord said Korra should not put the children online. Meanwhile, those the same documents. That's why I'm telling you that you don't even have to wait until court. Just go on Facebook. The documents are posted on Facebook. What the document said about them showing their children online. The judge did not say that both parents cannot show the children. But even after reading that, JD still kept on lying. And this woman is running with everything that JD said. The same way that JD referred to her in his live stream. At first, she was a nanny. Then she magically became his mother's friend. Didn't you notice that in her filing now, she said she knew Justin through Justin's mother. So in other words, she's Justin's mother's friend. And she's their family friend. This woman thinks that all of these things will not be debunked in court. Let us wait patiently. Sharon said exactly. The woman is just funny. Even all of us that we're on social media, we can see and we can tell and we can smell the rat. Like we can see the lies in all of this that she's just told. I don't know what makes her think that the professionals will not be able to decipher all of this. Said, Lord, what does it have to do with her? Taking nude pictures of a small child. The woman has no defense, so she's just beating around the bush. Cordelia, you're welcome. Thank you so very much for joining us today, Queen. Cordelia said, this woman is stepping into dangerous territories. She needs to step to the fact of the matter and not mention things that does not concern her. Sound a lot like Chaos X. It is obvious. You don't even need. In fact, a blind person, a deaf person can actually see and smell a rat with this type of defense. You said you briefly. This is what she said. I briefly spoke about her on my page. But then you're listing things that you saw from 2022. This is 2024. But you just told the judge that I did briefly speak about her, but I did not defame her. But you're telling the judge to go back to so video on so date from 2024 to 2022. And that is the definition of your briefly. Seriously, the woman is really, you're correct. She's really stepping into dangerous territories. And I feel, and I've always said this, that I feel, and when you check with this filing, I've been saying these things before these filings came out. I've been saying that it seems like this woman is just ranting on Facebook, acting nonchalantly, even she knows that this case is very serious, because she has actually said to herself, if worse come to worse, I will not take the fall alone. I will pull JD with me, and I will pull all those other women that I can pull with me down. and that will be fine for me. I can live with that. That I'm not going to sleep. I'm not going to face the punishment, or if it's a time in jail, if it's to pay fine, if it's to community service. I don't know what the punishment will be, but whatever the punishment will be, she's fine that she will not be the only one serving that punishment. And for her, that is fine enough. If I'm going down, I will pull everything else around me. She's that type of person. So she's really, really okay with whatever punishment that comes her way. Because you see her keep referencing, I spoke briefly about her, but nothing compared to what other people were doing. So person posted this about me. So person, was that Korra? Did you show evidence that Korra sent this thing to all these bloggers you mentioned? No. Majori Robert, you're welcome. Thank you so very much for joining us today. Majori said, I hope that when she and Dustbin gets to court, the judge will lock up the two of these idiots. The judge will lock up these two idiots as set of losers. These people are just unbelievable. The kind of things they file, the kind of people they put as their witnesses, and these people are supposed to go to court to testify to what? After all the evidences that are on social media, I can't believe this. Cheryl said, a career criminal like her should know that you have to bring your own evidence to court. The court does not go around looking for evidence. Judges are there to review all evidence, not to go and look for evidence. But even with that she's saying Facebook to bring, if they subpoena Facebook to bring evidence, she and Korra, who will be in trouble? She will be the one to be in a deep hot mess because she's the one that cleared her Facebook of 2 years worth of evidence. So if they get it from Facebook, and then the judge will ask you, so you said your page was for your 4 babies and for cooking. What are all these reaction videos? And you also said you spoke about her briefly. Maybe briefly we're expecting 1 or 2, 3, 4 videos. But you have hundreds here, over 2 years plus. And you said briefly. They would debunk all the lies. Family say yes, those are just those are JD's talking points. Exactly. She sounds exactly like him. Anybody that saw all those live streams and everything he said, how he said he hopes that she will counter sue his ex-wife, and she added it in this her defense now that she has filed a defamation case against Korra. That she's waiting to see if Korra is going to settle out of court or they're going to take the case up. What does that have to do with your defense? Why are you telling this judge that you filed something? If you filed something, you filed. Let the time come and you people go to court. What is she settling out of court? Settling you for defaming her. She would be the one to settle you. Is that how it works? She's just unbelievable. Well, welcome. Our barrister is in the building. It was a hello host. Hello. Welcome, Queen. Thank you so very much for joining us today. Get ready. Come and tell us what is going to happen, because this is a legal practitioner here, okay? You have to tell us what happens when you lie. Because one thing we always know is that when you go to court, they tell you to swear and you put your hands and you say, they tell you what you will say is the truth, nothing else but the truth, so help you God. So is this woman going to go to court and put her hand on the Bible if she's a Christian, and she will tell us that she will take that oath that whatever I'm saying is the truth, nothing but the truth, and she will now testify to this that she presented, and then when they will not come and cross-examine her, if they do, and find out that she's lying, I wonder what the penalty will be. We really need to hear. Okay, so just getting to the event. Oh, okay. So Yoyo's World is coming live later on today. Keep your eyes open, okay? We will hear from a legal perspective what what can happen with what this woman filed. Okay. Robert said She and Dustin sit and plot how to bring Korra down, but they forget that God is not sleeping. Korra will survive in Jesus' name. Amen. She will survive. I will survive. Oh, yeah. She will survive. She will. Uh, Shara said she thinks the judge is going to look for evidence to support the rubbish she filed. You can, you get to this age of just take the wheel. Sapphire. When does the case start? You're welcome, Sapphire. Thank you very much for joining us. I think the case between her is next week. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's on the 6th. I think so. The hearing is on the 6th of August. Korra versus Crystal. Yep. So it's few days. The countdown has already begun. And this is what she filed. It's something else, man. All of us will keep our fingers crossed, keep our eyes open, and we will see. So let me see, where did we stop? Where did we stop? Uh let's see. Okay. What she said, um hold on. Where did we stop again? Cora and her sister, Sergeant Lady A just mentioned, okay, Q says she's not been apparently, but okay, she said, okay, with the other, she said she had recently filed a report against Goro Obidi's fan, and that is being investigated with a detective. She said enough is enough. Obidi is exploiting her own children on social media with showing the nudity of her children, posting her physical address, etc. Doing all of this knowing there is a court order placed by your own judge, not. He has an order in place that the children should not be shown on social media by either parent. And to my knowledge, it has not been changed as of yet. Your Honor, Miss Obidi is abusing the American court system. Yes, we stopped at the American court system. They love to say that word. The American law, the American court system. But the people that are screaming about the American court system, from what we see in their filings, they're actually the ones that they've not got any clue about what the American court system says. So I said, well, Cora is not just asking for a restraining order against her. Just look at the second page. They do a RICO case against her, meaning they are going after her for child exploitation. Can you imagine? Wahala. This August is going to be packed with a lot of stuffs. And trust me, nobody should think that this is going to end anytime soon, because the JD we know will never stop. More things will be coming up, and we will be seeing more stuff. Because these people, their way of thinking is strange. May God give Cora the strength to fight for her children. This woman is telling the judge that Cora is actually fighting or not respecting the court system. If that was the case, the court would have done something. So she's funny. Okay, so we continue. Said, I have not analyzed Obidi since around December 2023. And when I did it, it was very minimal compared to what others are doing. This is the point I was making months ago. I said, this woman is doing this because she thinks she will pull everybody down with her. They're asking you to show your own defense. You're saying it, what you did was minimal. Even though you were dragging this woman for over 2 years, defaming this woman, harassing this woman, stalking this woman, bullying this woman, extended it to her children. Now you're saying what you did was minimal. This woman does not know what is brief. She's using the word brief. I briefly spoke about her. What I did was minimal. It was analyzing. It is not analyzing, my friend. It is not analyzing. We too were content creators. We carry celebrity gist, content creators gist, and whatnot. What Crystal did was not analyzing. It was not reaction. It was not reacting to. It was basbos. It was giving woto woto. It was defaming. That's what you were doing. You were coming out with mystery room, Cora Button home. There's 4 rooms, one for baby J, one for baby A, one for Cora. The fourth room gonna have strippers pole, mystery room, and all of those things you were doing. That you were not analyzing Cora's home. You were not analyzing that Cora bought a new home because that's not what you call analysis. But that's what she's putting in her filing that she's analyzing. It was minimal. It was not minimal. It was heinous. What you did was terrible. And then you didn't stop at that. You extended it to her children. And now she's saying when she was analyzing Cora, everything she did was minimal compared to what other people are doing. She said, she said, I've had witnesses show up at the 2 past court appearances, and because their names were listed as witnesses for me, they have been harassed by Obidi and her fans. People need to move on. I wish both Obidi slash Dean and her ex-husband, Dr. Dean, well. I pray, she kept referring to him as doctor. He's a chiropractor. I wish both of them well. I pray for them both and their children. I pray they can co-parent without the social media world being involved. I would also like to make it known that I never have any intention of visiting California again. This part made me laugh. She said, I would like to make it known that I do not have any intention of visiting California again. Let's go back a little bit, please. Let me refresh your memory for those that have forgotten. Did you remember when this woman was screaming? When these videos and these things came out the first time and everybody was bashing her because this was really terrible. People were really hurt that she would do that to kids that were defenseless. And this woman came out and she was screaming that I did this with the permission of JD, and there's nothing Cora can do to me. If JD wants me in the life, Cora cannot stop me from seeing those children or being in the life of those children. There's nothing she can do. Daring Cora. Just because she deleted the video, does she think that the video is no longer in existence, or people don't remember what she said? Or Cora and her lawyers will not be able to find that? And she said so if you don't go to California, how are you supposed to see the children if JD, because JD is still defending you. JD is still on your side. So we know that JD wants you to still be in the life of those children. So why are you adding in your documents now, in your your defense filing now to the judge that you don't have any plans of going to California anymore? No, madam, go to California. You will go. You have to go. Sapa said, I feel Cora has been tortured from all directions. I pray that the judge sees the truth and evilness of all these people and compensates Cora. Ah, Safa, it is well. We all have to keep praying for everybody that is involved in this case, the judge, to the people that are investigating, and every single damn person. Cora's lawyers, Cora, her kids, we all have to keep praying that the wisdom will be used to judge this case the right way. May God help us all. May God help Cora. May God help the judge and everybody that is involved in this. They keep mentioning FBI, police, CPS, DCFS, SSS, CIA, name it, anything, anything else. So it's a lot of twist and turn. The web is something else. It's so twisted. Cheryl said, how is taking on cloud pictures of minors and distributing them for money minimal? Leave her now. She thinks that she's talking to a judge that doesn't know what the definition of the case they have, that he or she would have in front of him. That's what this person thinks. This woman. That's why she's filing all of this. After bragging that she will be in the life of those children and there's nothing Cora Obidi can do about it, she acted and sounded like, she doesn't see Cora because that's how the ex-husband behaves. That's how he talks.
Oh, by the time I'm done with her, she will be shipped back to the cave where she came from and have full custody. I'm just looking at this. How else I can get full custody? I can get the kids to myself, and she'll be this, she'll be that, bragging and bragging. That's the same thing you see all this woman talking about. Like JD got pregnant by himself, carried the children for 9 months in his stomach, gave birth to them by himself. No woman was involved in this child labor thing. Sorry, in this, you know, being in labor, yes, child labor, and giving birth on live stream that we all on the Facebook live stream that we all saw. This childbirth process, Cora was not involved. It was just all JD. That's why she came out and she was bragging because she heard the nonsense that JD has said, and she too, Cora can do nothing to me. Now you cannot file a good defense. You're mentioning complete nonsense that is not supposed to make any sense. Cheryl said, I think she forgot about that video, but lots of bloggers have that video. She deleted a lot of stuff. She deleted a lot of stuff, but she's also shooting herself on the foot where she's mentioning Sweet Peach, and she's mentioning Kim Baker. Now, why didn't Cora file something against them? Kim had actually said, so if Kim, this is time Kim will prove herself if she's truly repented, okay? Because for me, I'm looking at her with side eye. It's time to prove yourself, because she said in her own words, that's Kim Baker, that she also mentioned here, that why didn't Cora file? Kim said she had already downloaded 1 year worth or 2 years worth of videos evidences that if that woman ever sues her. So there are evidences, and I believe there are other people also that have videos of her. So they will use all of those and they will use it to contradict her. If she thinks that she's the only one that has evidence that she's saying, if the court wants, she will present. People will also present evidences. Bloggers are saying, and there is another blogger that I know that I won't mention that blogger's name now, but I believe that people that watches this Korra and JD stuff know the blogger. That lady had said many months ago, many months ago, ever before Korra even filed anything, like many months ago, where that blogger had said that she's been saving things, she's been downloading and saving things. So if push comes to shove, there are places where people will pull up videos and they will be able to email it to Korra's lawyers, and they will have enough evidence. So she thinks that she deleted 2 years worth of evidence from her Facebook, lying to the court that her Facebook is for her 4 kids, is for her 4 kids, and cooking, does not mean that everybody will believe what she said. Cordelia said the court can see through her BS. She and JD are nuisance. Well, I'm not a finish. Okay, so let's see, where do we stop? Okay, so she said, okay, let me see, what's the last thing we okay, she said since 2023 she has stopped off, it was minimal. Okay, said I've witnessed up to 2 bad appearances and people need to stop. I wish them well. Okay, never have intention of visiting. Okay, we stopped at where she said, I also want to add that I do not have any intention of visiting California again. My friend that was residing there is now back in my state. That's what she said. So that's the reason why she's not visiting California anymore. Madam, go to California. You said Cora cannot do you anything. You should go. And here it says, Your Honor, I ask that you deny this RO. I did not do such a heinous thing that I am being accused of. And I ask that you instruct Miss Obidi to please stop with the harassment, slander, and defamation. And ask that she is ordered to tell her fans, the Koreans, and family members to also stop harassing and slandering. Miss Obidi is allowing this behavior from her fans and actually coercing them to continue to harass individuals and myself. I have had to obtain a therapist who diagnosed me with PTSD since Miss Obidi has filed numerous arrows. So she developed PTSD since Korra Obidi filed numerous arrows. But she was the one. You see this woman, how she contradicts herself. You see, not last month, yeah, this woman came out, posted on her Facebook saying that the arrow filed by Korra has been thrown out. And then JD's fans and her fans were jubilating, dancing, and sending her congratulations. I don't know, maybe she would have deleted that message too now that she filed this stuff. But now she's telling the judge that since Korra filed numerous arrows, you never see anything. So now the arrows are numerous. And so if one is thrown out, another one will stand. Another one is thrown out, another one will stand. All of a sudden, you have PTSD. But for 2.5 years that you've been dragging Cora, extended it to her children, you didn't think that the children could get PTSD. Cora could get PTSD. You didn't think about that for 2.5 years. And you, your own, just now, it's not even up to 3 months that she filed arrow against you, restraining order against you. You've already developed PTSD. Madam, you're lying. And even that will be exposed. So she said, since Miss Obidi filed uh, numerous arrow, I want to move past this and live my life. Thank you. Madam, it doesn't happen that way. You're not going to move past anything and live your life because you started this thing, and there's no way you're going to be moving past what you started and encouraged other people, recruited other people. In fact, you were even threatening other people too that were in you people's group, and now you pretend that you want what. So Crystal and JD will have to explain all in court because Crystal said he gave her permission and that she sent him copies of the pictures also. I think they forget what they've said. That's why in her filings, she's not even admitting that she took videos like that or anything, but instead she's blaming it on Sweet Peach and Kim, forgetting that if you're saying that Kim and Sweet Peach have these videos, did Kim and Sweet Peach go to JD's house and film those videos? When the judge will watch that video and listen to the audios and look at the photos, the voice that the judge is going to hear, will it be the voice of Kim and Sweet Peach, or it will be your voice? This woman didn't think that she creating that content after she has already admitted to it. Now in 2024, she does not remember what she had said earlier. Said that she knows what numerous means. Right? That's if she knows what numerous means. The woman is unbelievable. Talking about PTSD. The number one person that was bullying her on social media is talking about PTSD because now she has entered and now she wants to talk about PTSD. You've not seen anything. Just don't worry yourself. Worry not because it is coming. Just worry yourself not. Let me see. Mm, 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 mm. These people, when they are tormenting someone, they don't realize that what they are doing is bad. 2 minutes they do it to you, and then you pretend that you have a therapist. What, the other person didn't have therapist for 2.5 years plus, and the fact that she's even denying it, that she only analyzed it was based on analysis, that she does not understand. She's telling the judge she does not understand why Cora is saying she messed with her business. She does not understand why Cora is filing all of these things. You don't understand. But there are evidences out there that shows that you know what you know. Okay. So I think this is part of Cora's own part. Say, how did this person harass you? He said, this woman who has constantly harassed me for years on her social media, Zoe Tundra, found mm, found Howard my children find her way to my children while they were with their father and took uh, explicit photos of them which she shared to friends. She she made naked videos of my children, and with the permission of their father, shared explicit photos of my minors, which was circulated all over social media. You see how somebody is writing something properly, like writing, telling you how she was harassed. Because the question here says, how did this person harass you? And look how Korra, because I'm believing that this is from Korra. But look, the person that is defending themselves. What we read, does that sound like somebody that was defending themselves or somebody that was just beating around the bush? Sharon said exactly. Cordelia said PTSD. No, it's not only PTSD she got. She's going to get PTSD, TTD, FQYD, and the rest. Oh God. Because when she was doing it, she did not realize that something like this existed. Eh? She didn't know for 2.5 years that Cora too could get PTSD. If she under 3 months or 2 months or 1.5 months, I don't even know how many days we're gonna call this, is already diagnosed, then what did Cora going to claim? If she is claiming PTSD, what is Cora going to claim? The woman is unbelievable. Laura Lee said, what a liar. The friend that she visited while in LA did move. Magically, the way things used to happen, where this JD and his cohorts are, when they come out and tell us these things, they just think that everybody will just buy it. Everybody will buy into the story that they have to tell. Magically, just magically. So magically, this person moved just like that. The friend that she was visiting, because that's what they were saying. She was there. Remember, these two people don't have sense. So JD and this woman, they both of them, they don't have sense at all. And this is not an insult, it's fact. Because remember JD's filings. JD said that the ex-wife is blowing things out of proportion, that what actually happened was that the person that the ex-wife is referring to as a stranger is his mother's friend that was in town visiting and decided to pass by, to stop by to say hello. And then in her own case now, she has added that, George, just to tell you, I will not be coming back to LA. So should in case they say provide that friend that is based in LA, and that friend needs to prove that the friend is based in LA, and she does not have any other friend in LA except JD. And she cannot claim that JD's mom is based in LA also, because we know that one, I think she's in Oregon or wherever they have their farmhouse. So she just wants to quickly say that, oh, my friend that was in LA is now in Pennsylvania like me, so I can provide, because she has multiple friends in this thing. You understand this thing? How when you look at what JD filed and what this woman filed, you just see that these two are working hand in hand. Like, it is well. It is well. This is just so whack that you can see everything from the beginning. It's not even court date yet, but we can see it. All of a sudden, the woman has moved from LA, the friend that she was, the mystery, invisible friend, the non-existent friend that was in LA that she came to visit, has moved. This woman forgot that when you say things like this and they ask you, you will prove it. If she had moved, there will be evidence that she was in LA, she was living in LA for a number of time, and that time has to correspond with when you did these videos. And they are moving time too. there will be trail. Is it if you're moving from one place to the other, there will be something to show that you're moving. And if she was living in LA and she's moving, she will have some properties, some things to take along with her. All of these things, the flight, the date, and so many things. So many things. So this woman really thinks that she will come out with this level of lie and nobody will smell a rat. The woman didn't move. So she has sued her for harassment and filed an arrow as well, allegedly. As in, this woman, I heard she's suing everybody. So I wonder if she got PTSD from her being a career convict. Oh God, that's if she has that at all. Because if the judge will ask her to provide the professional that diagnosed her with PTSD now, she will not be able to. So maybe she got PTSD from being a convicted stalker. That's possible too. Oh God. And Crystal and her favorite doctor will have to explain until they're tired. Exactly. They will explain and explain. There will be no evidence. And they will keep explaining. Really, it's unbelievable. Huh. These people are funny. Laura Lee said she won't be coming back because there is allegedly arrow. Voila. Riley said there was one of them from the group who picked her up from the airport and also spent the night before going to JD's house. They had a big fallout. And oh yes, Laura Lee, I forgot about the one that drove her for yes. Yes, that is the one that came out and granted the wait. No, the one that granted the interview mentioned that one's name. The one that said that Crystal allegedly was sending her a threatening email and she was doing that interview with that other JD's blogger. Yes, it's true. She mentioned it that because remember that one was claiming that all the times that Crystal was doing videos and showing the children that she was busy at work. And I said, Madam, you're lying. That cannot be true. That all the times that you people have scheduled live stream that the children will be shown, you were mysteriously missing because now you know that there's penalty and it's illegal to show children like that. But yes, she mentioned that somebody picked up Crystal from the airport and the money that they donated, they went for shopping. And that person was the one that drove Crystal to the supermarket to go and shop, or to the store, wherever they shop. They went and shopped, and then the person dropped Crystal off at JD's place. You are right, Laura Lee. That's very true. That is very, very correct. Yo, yes, there was that person that picked her up from the airport and also spent the night before going to JD's house. They had a big fallout and are also calling the police on each other. Are they not all fighting? Karma is just something else. The way he caught up with all of them. Man, Cheryl said, I think it's very weird that 36 years old, one top chiropractor, and a convicted criminal are friends. Is there anything you won't see on this planet Earth? Everything you will see. Seriously. Um. Uh, 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 uh. Oh. I thought the Rwanda was the one that is always giving money. Was she the one that drove her for the shopping? Because this name comes up a lot. Aha. Wahala. Yeah. Oyuzo said, I'm in the car now and can hear you well. Ah, okay. Yeah, I know that you're busy. Oh, God. This is, that makes sense why she said the person had moved. Because she knows that if the judge will tell her to bring the person, the friend that she was visiting, she will not be able to, since they are all now fighting. Because I saw Madam MIA laughing at this post. Kim is also laughing. And these are all the people that were all supposed to be friends before. So I guess this one too is also laughing somewhere. It's just that we don't have this one's Facebook. We would have gone to look. Hi, wahala. So she's lying that the friend moved to Pennsylvania, and they will still tell her to provide that person. And if she will go and lie, evidence will be presented. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. Just be playing with lawyers. You think that Cora's lawyer is not preparing for this case? You think that that lawyer is just sitting down like you? Wait. Say yes, she bought her ticket home, and yes, because that name, this the Honda, be the Honda, be the Tundra, I don't know, be Toyota Tundra, I don't know. That person is always spending money, like she doesn't know what she's going to do with her money. Bought ticket, paid for this, paid for that, and this woman was busy changing the roof in her Jeep and whatnot. Ah, this Jade really knows the kind of things that he surrounds himself with. Laura said she has bought a ticket home and says Crystal still owes her money. I think are always owing each other. The same way that Madame Emma is that Jade is also owing her. These people, they are something else. Seriously, they are all absolutely something else. And then five, no, number five, yes. Hold on, yeah. Number five, yes, says, were you harmed or injured because of the harassment? She ticked yes and said, psychologically, this was so traumatic to see explicit photos and videos of my 2 years old and 4 years old all over social media. And yes, that's true. In fact, even people that these were not their children were also traumatized, sad. I knew people cried. People were really sad. Even some people that didn't even get to see the photos or videos, from a proper description given by people that saw it, people were really sad, heartbroken, disappointed, and name it. So yes, um, and then number 6B said, has the person in two harassed you at any times? She ticked yes. He said she incited violence with her audience against me and asked, and what is it? Sorry, she incited violence with her audience against me on a daily basis. Okay, telling people to go as far as reporting me to child services, as well as sabotaging business opportunities for me by calling, is it restaurants, and well, by sabotaging my business. But this woman claimed that she doesn't know when and how or where she sabotaged Cora's business. Cora is stating out her own clearly. Crystal is there running around a circle trying to explain what she cannot explain. Five. Okay, so here five has A, B, and C. And she ticked the C that says other, where it says, why are you filing in this county? So check all that applies. And he checked order. And he said, my children, my children were, my children was then molested by this person in this county. Okay, let's see. Number 7, description of harassment. Okay, and number 7 has 1 and 2. 1 said, when did this happen? That is blank. And then number 2 said, who else was there? They wrote here Justin Dean, their father. So there are stuffs here that we see that from what we know that we've seen on social media that this woman has done to what we see this woman bringing or presenting as her defense, it does not make any form of sense. Welcome if you're just joining us, wondering what we're discussing. We are actually discussing the documents or the case of Korra Obidi versus Crystal Hesketh because Crystal has filed in her defense and documents have been made public. And like we said from last 2 months of since Infinity that this whole saga started, we will keep you updated, and that's exactly what we're doing. This is the month of August, and every single damn thing that comes out, we will be here to analyze it together, dissect it together, and that's what we're doing. Okay, so it's the court update. We know that it's on the 6th, they're going to court. 6th is around the corner. Today is 3rd. So we're analyzing everything. And to see that this is how weak this woman's defense is, and she's still running her mouth on social media, I think JD should buckle up. And those other women too should buckle up, because one thing we also noticed is that this woman kept mentioning names. She kept mentioning names. She mentioned King Esther. She mentioned Lady A. She mentioned the advocate. I don't know who has that page, but yes, she mentioned the advocate. Referencing them. Then she also went further to mention Sweet Peach and also mention Kim Baker, asking the judge why didn't Cora file restraining order against Kim Baker and alleging that it was Kim Baker and Sweet Peach. Meanwhile, we know that Sweet Peach was the one that somebody sent this to her, and Sweet Peach was the first person to do the right thing, apart from the anonymous person that brought the clip to Sweet Peach, which we don't know who that person is, but that person also made the right move, because if that person had not sent that to Sweet Peach and Sweet Peach saw it and then emailed it to Cora, Obidi, and Nancy, we will not be here talking about the court case. Nina Edward, you're welcome. Thank you so very much for joining us today, Queen. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining. So to think that this woman will even come and be asking that, oh, why did you not file RO against Sweet Peach or Kim Baker is laughable, because before these two received or got that video, you created the video. You were the one interrogating the children, not Sweet Peach or Kim that was found in JD's home. So I don't know why it's not clear to this woman why this whole thing is starting from, her instead of anybody else. But the way this woman is quick to point out mention people's names, they should buckle up, because she had already said JD knew, and JD gave her the go ahead. So I wouldn't be surprised if this woman pulls up in court and throws JD under the bus also. I will not be shocked. I will not be surprised, because the kind of things that we're seeing on this woman's listing is just ridiculous. The things that Crystal filed as a defense is not defense. It's just talking about things that are not relevant, talking about things that are not connected to this, mentioning all these bloggers as if she had a case with bloggers versus social media, and she's trying to build a defense. Not that is she and Cora obedient, trying to prove Cora has proven these are the things you did. And the court saw that this is something that we can sit for a hearing, and they're asking you to get your defense ready. And this weak and whack stuff is what this woman has as a defense, and she sounds exactly like JD. Even her own people are busy, admitting that this is really, 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 really weak. So I don't even understand what is wrong with even Kim. Kim, that this woman has been threatening that I sue you, I sue you, I sue you, sue, 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 sue. We'll be hearing sue, sue, sue about these two people, Kim Baker and Crystal. Even she too, she posted laughing here and said this is public information. And she posted she posted the court documents too. Kim posted the court documents, and she's really laughing. These are people that were once working with this woman. These were people that were once friends. Let's go to MIA's page. Even MIA is laughing. Everybody can agree that this is really, really weak. MIA wrote, KO versus Zoe. After reading Zoe's defense in this response to KO's application in the Superior Court of California, inciting harassment, bully of herself, and molestation of her daughters, Chai, oh, my people, my doctor ordered me to stop laughing, but smiling is allowed. Please blame Zoe for making me disobey my doctor. And she wrote, I have never seen such a low excuse of defense before in my entire life. So you can imagine. You can imagine even people from their side, people that were in their private WhatsApp groups and Facebook groups and whatnot, can still see the same thing. And then going to Zoe's own page, she's just there posting, talking about how, oh, people are talking about her. People think like this woman really sounds like JD, like they've both been together for so long that they both sound alike. She's here posting, they say they hate me, but they love screenshotting, Snapchatting my face. My face is all over them pages. Love it. I'm nobody, but they are making me somebody. Oh yes, it's getting hot. It's here. She wanted to say in here. And she said, and she continued and said, they love saying my name. I think they're making love to their girlfriend. They calling my name while doing it. They hate me, but again, I'm all over their pages with my name and my face. This woman tries to play down on what she has done. Seriously, she's trying to play down. Emma posted that on her page. Is there on her official Facebook page. I will go back and I'll check because I'm on Zoe's page now, but I will go back and I'll tell you how many, if it's how many days ago or how many hours ago. And she said, they hate me, but again, I'm all over their pages with my name and my face. And she added multiple laughing emojis covering her face. And she said, thank you very much. Good night, dear all. I'm about to have some fun between the shit. I got the cassava. JD don't teach them well. They now know what the cassava is. Okay. So this woman just continues. She said, that short yellow bus is getting filled up. I hope everyone is ready for their ride. Get your helmet ready. She's laughing with multiple laughing emojis. She made another post here where she posted a coffin, the one they used to bury the dead. And she said, interesting. Guess this is my bed for the night. So if you just go to her page, she's just posting back to back like, I don't care, And also here you can see something she posted. Sometimes you just have to relax and say F you, sorry, F it. She's just acting like there is no big deal. What's going on? It's no big deal. And I think this woman is really discomfortable because what is she talking about? She said, so many Facebook lawyers. Why are they in Facebook if they are lawyers? Why running after this little Facebook coin? Too funny. Have a good day. Oh, gotta get back to what I'm doing. This Zoe doesn't act like she's saying that this is serious. Okay, so let me go back and pull up Madam MIA's post again. Hold on. Mm-hmm. So let's see. So 59 minutes, she posted about the protest. I think, yeah, she posted about the protest. 7 hours ago, she posted a funny video. 17 hours ago. So that's the third post down at Oyoyo's World, if you can hear me. It's her third post down. Apart from the one she pinned, she has a video that she pinned to her profile. After the post she posted 7 hours ago, that I think somebody's funny video that she posted. Then you will see that it's 17 hours ago. That's where she posted, and she's laughing at this this woman's stuff. She said it's weak. Hold on. Make a drop on for your this in WhatsApp, so you get the link and go directly. Okay. So even Kim, that for a while Kim stopped talking about it. Even Kim posted it to her Facebook, and they are all laughing. But this Zoe thinks that she's on top of her game and she knows what she's doing. Hold on, give me a second. It's going down. Let her just keep smiling. Robert said it's getting crazy because she knows that she has to face reality. Exactly. Cheryl said, I strongly believe that was written by JD. These people are capable of anything. Seriously. These people, as you see them, they are capable of anything. Any single damn thing they are capable of. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. A second, I'm trying to fix something. Okay, let me leave that. It's just you found it. Because even these people, they know that something is wrong with this woman. When you hear what this woman when you hear what this woman says, you would just ask yourself, did she forget what she had said earlier? That's what you ask yourself. Did this woman forget what she had said some years back? Because she's just here acting all cool or whatnot. And I feel like at this point, Mr. JD should be scared. And I think he is. Because this woman is not acting like someone that is about to face something serious. She's not. She just acts like, oh, nothing is going on and it is well and it is well. The woman is, the woman is out of her mind. So I'm trying to drop some. Okay. Evening. So we will wait and we will see how this whole thing is going to play out. That's one thing I know we're going to do. We're just going to sit pretty and wait to see how this pans out. And now that she has mentioned what's her name? Kim's name. Kim will now go and sit down and do her own video because her name is mentioned, right? So this drama is going to be taking many turns. Seriously, it's going to be taking many turns. Let's see. Crystal, they are in Facebook for the money, just like her. And Justin, what an idiot! Like, in fact, the man surprises me. Somebody did something like this that you know what the person did is wrong, and then you came out and you were screaming, counter sue, counter sue. Oh, seriously? No, Allah. JD has encouraged her to counter sue his ex-wife, and now this woman is putting it to us that yes, I have sued and I'm waiting to see what is going on. Is she going to settle me? you're going to you're going to go and defame somebody, and the person you defamed will come and settle you. I don't know how some of these people think, seriously. How their brain works, I cannot tell. But let them all sit pretty and wait and see how this is going to play out. But they should be all scared, because reality is coming. Karma is coming. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think a lot of them are scared. But this one, the main person that filmed the video and did all of that, she's not afraid, because in her opinion, in her mind, we will all take the fall, not only me. So I'm not worried. That's what I think Crystal thinks, that she will not be the only one. And that's why she didn't even bother to think to build a good defense, even though I know that in this particular case, there's no way to build a good defense. There is no way, because there is nothing to build. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. Thank you so very much for joining. Please don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and give a thumbs up to this live stream if you're watching us. But we will wait for the 6th, which is the hearing. Then we will know what the next step is going to be. But I think in this same August, they have the Korra versus JD versus Korra also. I think they have that also this August. We don't know when this is going to go away, if this is ever going to go away. But if Crystal really thinks that people will not remember, I'm coming. Let me see if I can find something. If she thinks that people will not remember the things that she has done, or because she deleted all those things that people don't have the evidences, she's lying, because even her own ex-party mentioned that she has those evidence. So let her just not worry herself. Let her just wait and see. I'm trying to find something. Bedroom for Cora with a bed. A bedroom for Jeannie with a bed. A bedroom for Athena with a bed. What about the fourth room? What's going to be the fourth room? Will the fourth room have a stripper pole? This is somebody that said it was minimal. Will the fourth room be a sex room? This is analysis. What will that fourth room be? The masquerade room. That fourth room is going to be the masquerade room. So this is the same person. Is the same person that said, I spoke a judge, Your Honor. I'm just trying to imagine how she's going to say this in court, and this video is going to be played next. After she said, I only spoke about Korra minimally. I only spoke about her. I spoke briefly and it was minimal, and I was analyzing. And then you listen to this video. House, 4 bedrooms. So that means a bedroom for Korra with a bed, a bedroom for Jeannie with a bed, a bedroom for Athena with a bed. What about the fourth room? And let me just describe to those who have not seen this video. As she's talking about this, she's showing with her hand 1 bedroom for Cora with the bed, 2nd bedroom with baby A with the bed, 3rd bedroom with baby J with the bed. What's going to be the 4th room? So this is her. Is she going to tell the judge that that was not her? Since she said that advocate, as part of her defense, that the blogger advocate on Facebook posted her in orange jumpsuit, and you can see that the hand is a man's hand because they cut her head and imposed it on a man's body, and said she's been to jail wearing orange outfit. Is she also going to deny that this person that is speaking, it was AI, this thing, generated image, and her voice was placed on the AI? Yes, Cheryl, justice for baby A and baby J. Hashtag no eyes. Hashtag no eyes. This woman thinks that if she just comes out and tells people that, oh my, I did not do it, and because the judge does not spend time on social media, the judge going to buy whatever she says. That's why she's quick to say that Korra is playing with the American justice system. You forget that the American justice system is going to investigate what you're saying. Also, evidences that will be presented in court, the judge going to look through it and not look at you and say, oh, because you're an American and she's not, and let me believe you. They will work with evidence, and multiple videos of you running Korra down is there.
Will the courtroom have a stripper pole? Will that courtroom be a sex room? What shall that courtroom be? The mystery room. That courtroom is going to be the mystery room.
And the thing is, there is a video where she admitted that JD knew about it. So that's also a video that, if it's in the hands of Korra's lawyers, they can present it. Where she said, he gave me the permission. He gave me the permission. He knew about it. So I don't think that once this woman gets to court and sees that this is more, because she's not taking it serious yet, in my opinion. She's not taking it serious compared to how those, because if you notice, like for example, those set of women that were, because they had multiple groups, and this woman even said one of the group, JD asked her to create that group, and most of these women have actually confirmed it, that yes, she told them that the first group, they were suspecting there was a mole, there was someone that was taking gist out, so JD asked her to create another group. So if JD had that conversation with her via let's say WhatsApp chat, and they were talking about it, and from what we know, it is being said, from according to what her son said allegedly in that interview, when Crystal's son was interviewed by Kim. Remember, he said his mother is good in recording people and collecting evidence to keep, to use to blackmail you later. Allegedly, I'm saying allegedly because these are the words of Kim's son, sorry, Crystal's son. So if JD said those things on, let's say, a voice call, while sending voice notes to her, or making a proper WhatsApp call or messenger or whatever, and this woman has already recorded everything, she has that as evidence. So if she's going down, she's going to present that and say, I just didn't do this on my own, George. The father of the children were involved, so I thought it was okay. I thought it was fine, being that one parent was giving consent, even though both parents were not. I'm not friends with the other parent, and the other parent is not around for me to get consent. So getting consent from one of the parents, I thought that was okay, even though she was doing what was illegal. And when they will ask JD, he will now come and lie, because his job is to lie. He just loves lying, like this Crystal too. And then if Crystal will not present the video or voice recording of when they were chatting and talking about this, the same way that the other blogger had presented, where JD was saying, blackmail my ex-wife, tell her you have a sex video on her to get her attention, because if you tell her you're just a blogger, she will not pay attention to you. I will give you her phone number, but I'm not going to send it via text message or whatnot, so we don't leave paper trail. Get a pen and paper, I'll call it for you, write it down. But whatever you do, don't let her know, because that's me breaking the law. We heard him say all of those things. The same way that all the other bloggers that were in those private group where she was, when she was in California and in JD's home, that she was constantly filming and showing these children on a Zoom call or WhatsApp call or Facebook call, I don't know, wherever she was calling and connecting all of these women that were in different states and countries to join and watch. You notice that those people, since they knew that Korra was taking this up and it was going to court, all of them, some will come out and tell you that they were not members of any group, which we know it's a lie, but that is them trying to distance themselves from what is happening. Others will come and say, yes, I was a member of the group, but I was not on the video. We saw the one that did the call, interview on the other JD's bloggers platform. That woman mentioned that over 10 times on that interview, and that's me being even nice with 10, maybe over 20 or 30 times before that interview was done. That interview was over an hour long. That woman kept insisting that all the days that Crystal was filming and showing the children, that she was at work. She didn't catch up to join them live to watch and see all those things. So because you people donated money for somebody to shop and restock the person's refrigerator, that the person didn't force you, why did you people ask Crystal to film JD's private part and send to you people? Since you people are jobless and you don't have anything to do in your home, you don't have family members, you don't have friends. Even if you don't have family members, you don't have friends, you don't have anything, go on social media, go on YouTube like this and find topics that you like, go on live streams like this that people are discussing, get busy, chat there, share your opinion, share your knowledge. From there, if you're talking, you're getting busy, you're doing something. You're not causing harm to other people. But no, this set of women decided their own was to cause harm to other people's life. And that's what they banked on. And that's exactly what they did. Continuing with their BS. Nina said, wow. Oh, Nina, you've not even heard it all. You have not heard half of the things that are out there. If we have to solve if you go to Facebook, all you need to just hashtag their names and you will be seeing old videos from 2 years ago. When you hear some things, some of the channels, some people have privated their channels, some people have deleted their pages, some people have deleted their pages. Ramona, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today. Ramona said if he gave her permission to put children in harm's way, he loses all custody rights. Oh boy. I really don't know. I can't speak on that. I don't know what the, different countries and I think the US is even different states, not even about US in general. The Bunny Girls TV, you're welcome. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. That's Boss Lady. Thank you very much for joining. Greetings. Greetings to you too. Greetings to you, sis. Welcome. Thank you so very much for joining today. Cheryl said exactly. Yes, that's it. And this that Ramona is saying, and I think the US, Ramona, you know that it's different states, and I don't know if in cases like this in the United States, it's like a federal law and they have like one that governs, but I believe it will still differ somehow in state to state. That's just what I think. So nobody knows what is coming. Maybe not. Maybe he might lose those rights. Maybe he might not. And another luck he has is that the ex-wife is not someone that is pushing too much. When you look at, if Korra wanted to build a case to nail these people, well, I don't know how far. She has her lawyers. So even if she's slowing down, the lawyers are being paid and they will do their job. And from the one we saw, I don't know if that's the one that is handling this case, that they said that woman is very good at her job and does not take nonsense. Like she goes for it and she goes for it. Even if Korra is saying, let's just do it this way. No, you pay them and their job they would do. The lawyers will collect all the evidence that they need to collect and they will build and prepare for a very good case to defend their clients. That's one thing I know. So it's possible that he is going to be getting a tough penalty. That's why he's helping her. Because from what we see this woman saying, this woman is filing, some of the things in her filing is what JD said on his Facebook Live. That's just the truth. So I don't even understand. And there's a video of her saying who she sent pictures to and who gave her money. That woman has admitted to so much. Even when she sent that terrible gift to Korra and whatnot, didn't she say it? All those evidence are out there. All those evidence are out there. Barigo said, Lord, since I don't retire, not be smoker retirement too. Well, I'm not finished. So there is so many videos that this woman has admitted to so many things. So many things. And I think that Crystal does not remember some of the things that she has said. That's one. Two, because she went on her Facebook and she deleted 2 years worth of the person that was monitoring that was Kim. So according to Kim, she deleted a lot. And truly, when you go to Crystal's Facebook, you scroll down, you will not see all those videos. Even this one I played just now that she was talking about, the mystery room, is on other bloggers' pages. She has deleted all of these things because she thinks it will help her defense, but it won't. Like you just said it, I was able to find it and play it. You think Korra's lawyers cannot find this video if they need it as evidence? You think they will not find it? If we that were creating content, we can find these things. I'm telling you, all you need to do on Facebook is just go and put hashtags, their names, and you will see old videos. The ones that she has deleted, you will see another person that has reacted to it. You will see it pop out. So it is always there. That's why they said the internet does not forget. It's not about you deleting it, but it will always be there. And Crystal is now telling the judge to go and ask Facebook because Korra deleted that video where the baby was walking with Pampers. And I'm like, are you even serious? When Pampers is advertising Pampers, what does those little babies wear? It's not Pampers. All these lifestyle vloggers that shows their children, family, and whatnot. Don't you see their children running up and down with Pampers? If that was illegal, a big company like Pampers will not be showing their children with Pampers. But she stated that it was the children weren't wearing anything. She said the children were naked. So when she asking the judge to go and pull up that video from Facebook, so when they go pull up that live stream and they see that the child was wearing Pampers, and then you backdate to when Korra and Justin was still married, all lovey-dovey and everything, you will find Justin carrying their eldest child, baby J, and that baby J is wearing only Pampers. So what is the difference between 2-3 years ago when both of them were still married together, and 4 years ago when they were still married, because their baby is 5, right? So let's say 4 years ago or 5 years ago, when their baby Jay was little and they were all there dancing and showing their lives on social media, and you could see the little one was wearing only Pampers on multiple videos. What is the difference between what happened 4 years ago and what happened, the same thing happening in 2024? And in 2024, you can see that the baby walked in, not that the mother brought the child without clothes and put it in front of the camera to say hello to her viewers. The child walked in, and that's something that is common if you're a content creator and you have little children. It's only when you have adult children that you can tell them be quiet and this and that, and they stay away from that part of the house where you're doing your listening. There are certain things you just cannot do. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I was live streaming. People that were on my live stream, I believe, heard that. My little one walked here. She asked me, "Mom, did you say korra obidi?" Because I talk about that. She knows she's heard the name korra obidi. I said, "Mom, did you say korra obidi?" And I was laughing. So did I tell her to come in to the house and say that? Little ones are little ones, and they will wander into your life. They don't get it. They're not of that age yet. So I don't know why this woman was even putting that as part of what she was filing, thinking that will hold water. It's not going to hold water. That Korra is showing her children without clothes. You're backdating to only the woman, only she contradicted herself. You said you spoke about her briefly. Hello, Hazel, welcome, Queen. Thank you so very much for joining us today. Only her stated that she only addressed Korra, like spoke about Korra's case briefly. But then, going forward to prove whatever, I don't know what she thought she was proving, she was telling the judge to date back to 2022, and this is 2024. What is brief about you talking about someone or knowing what's up with that person since 2022? There's nothing brief about that. And when you say minimal, what is minimal about you insinuating that somebody that just bought a house is going to have the fourth room in their house? If you didn't mention that people even know that she had 4 rooms? And how did you know? Have you been to the house before? That the fourth room, this is what she's going to use it for. And so many other things that you've said. Hazel said, "Oh my God, sis, I don't know if you saw the video from and the things that you heard what she said." Ah, I don't know which of the video you're talking about, but if it's from 2 days or 3 days ago, I saw one of her live streams. I watched a little bit where she's fighting with someone. These people are just these people are funny. I don't know if you're Hazel. I don't know if you're talking about a recent one, but if it's a recent one and you want me to, there is something you think it's worthy of our time, then I'll probably after this live stream catch up on it, and then we will talk about it because everything that connects this case that is upcoming we will discuss, and anything to refresh people's memories we will do. Because this nonsense filing that this woman filed is so similar to what JD filed. But the good thing is, every evidence we need is out there. And because they are fighting amongst themselves, which is one of the best part of it. Because Hazel, I know that when if it's this same lady, I think that's yeah. She's saying that they are loving for. Oh, I've not seen it. They brought in Korra's dad, eh? No, I've not seen that one. And that must be one of our recent. I have to then after this live stream, I have to check that one out. So no, this one she's saying that they're planning for Korra's dad, and they are saying that baby J said something horrible about the dad. There is nothing these people will not do. You know, they've been running with that narrative. Now, first when they started, they said it was to Korra. You know, it was to. That's why I said Korra is very. These people are very lucky that it's Korra. And Korra overlooks a lot of things. These people, these JD's camp members, these his lonely, dry-headed, bola hungry women, jobless women. The kind of things they've said, not only defaming Korra, but every member of her family. If it were some people, these people would have been slapped with so many stuff. Because they kept, I remember when they kept screaming, oh yes, the father did this, the father is in her house, the children are not safe. They've despicable things that came out from these people's mouth. Despicable things. How they might be planning to get the man arrested now that he's in US. They will try to twist, and the fact that these children will go back and forth, who knows what dad can say, who knows what the advice this set of people are still giving, because he's still in contact with so many of them. There are new groups, there are new people. He's still in contact with the likes of this Crystal that built this nonsense defense that we're just analyzing. So am I shocked? Am I shocked if they're insinuating that that child said something? The child is little. At this age, whatever they said she's 5. At this age, whatever she sees, she says. Whatever you tell her, she will say. If she hears somebody say something, she will repeat. That's the normal thing little ones do. Sometimes you will notice that when your little child goes out, when they're around this age of 5, 6, 7, 8, they go out, they come back, they say certain words, and you know that that's not something you say in your home. You just ask them, who said that? And they will tell you where they heard it from. But you will know that this one, somebody was either talking about something and they heard it. So who knows? So this one is very serious, my sister. I'm scared they are saying that baby J said something very, very bad about Ko's dad, and they are asking for CPS to be called. Let them continue. Hazel, don't be scared. Don't be scared. because it's just who is stupid enough to do something like that? There is no way Kale's father does not know that certain, like his family is being dragged through the mud, even if they might have not given him updates. I'm believing the man has a phone and must have heard some stuff. So there is no way there will be evidence of anything. And those are little children. Remember, they have professionals. I remember the case where a man came in because he was having issues. It was a divorce case. This is real life. Like I said, me, I watch CI, not the NCIS and all those other ones that it's not real. I watch the true crime, like real one, and all those kind of That man was having a divorce. He came in. I don't know how many people remember. This was also in the US, and unalived his ex-wife. His little child was in the home, but he spared the child. Who outed him? It was his child. Because I believe he left his child because the child was very little and didn't think the child would recognize or be able to identify or say something that would be suspicious, and then the police will now start investigating more to find out that there is an atom of truth to the statement that the little baby said. Because when they asked, the little one said it was my dad, that the dad came into the room, but the father thought the child was sleeping. So let them continue. Let them go and call CPS. Let the CPS, let them go and investigate. They will do everything they're doing. But you know what is going to happen? At the end, is him that will lose custody. Him, the father of those children. Hesse said they are now saying that Jay is accusing Kale's father, and they're asking for CPS. So she was giving a message direct to Kale to be very careful and to mute the children when the children are there. You know, I would just say this. For anyone that goes to probably Nancy and Korra, because sometimes people tell them stuff, and I notice that a lot is going on, and I can understand them sometimes, and they flare up. But may God help them. But I feel like by now, KO should know that her ex will use those kids as tools to destroy her. It will be difficult, but it's better she streams more when the children are not around. Stream less when the children are around. And Korra needs to sit down, learn how to film videos, edit it, and post it. Sometimes you have to sacrifice certain things, mostly when you're in a position like this. What else are they going to do to you? They've demonetized you. They put your page at risk. You're running helter skelter. You have this court case here, the other court case here. He said your Kpekus is named after this. He said you've done body work. Not the body he married, not the body he divorced. He said you slept with your best friend, the husband. Like nothing he has not said or done to you. What's the worst thing that can happen to you? Because the thing with these little ones, you don't know what, and the eldest that is 5 now, they talk a lot at this age. These 4, 5, 6, most when they're 5, 6, as they're going, a lot, they say a lot. So it's better not to stream where they are, or wait for them to sleep. You put them to bed and then you start your stream. So this was yesterday. My sister could not sleep the whole night. I'm telling you, I was thinking should I contact Nancy? I don't know what to do. I'm so tired of these people, honestly. uh JD is wicked. You think Nancy would have not seen? Another thing is, can this person that is saying this be trusted? Did the person present evidence of the plan that the person said is going on? Because it's not just to run mouth, because maybe the person too is just trying to create content, and some people will say and do anything to just get that traffic. So Hazel, I would say don't worry yourself. Do you understand? Don't worry yourself. The truth be told, don't worry yourself. You know one thing I believe in? A clear conscience fears no accusation. If he's guilty of something, he will be persecuted. If he's not guilty of something, they will investigate and they will find out that there's nothing like that. And we have professionals that talks with kids, and those professionals knows how to get the kids to say stuff. You remember when they talked about, oh, there was a this that Korra was giving the girls to giving the it was the elders that was grown anyway, the other one was small, was bringing, you know, grown ups to the house to do things with the hair. I'm trying to just be careful with the words because of YouTube. That when they said that was happening, and they said they rushed and took the child to the hospital, and this was done, that was done, and the nurses, they asked the child, and the child could not repeat the statement that JD claimed that his nanny told him that the little baby J said. But then when they went, they could not prove it anything. They will investigate, they will check everything. Everything has a trail. You know what? These people, they're so silly that they always leave trails behind. So let them call the CPS, let them try to build a case, but it will come back to backfire. Seriously. Well, Sharon said, I'm glad, stop listening to girls. If Jill did not say anything that bad. I was on the live video. If you can go back and watch Cora's video from Thursday afternoon, I think it was 1 p.m. Okay, so it was okay. Hazel, just to calm you down, Cheryl is suggesting that you check her Cora's Thursday live stream around 1 p.m. or so. That's when that particular video happened. Cheryl, you will not blame people because a lot has gone on, and some people are just coming with all these bogus stories. Uh, but one thing I know, with stories like this, investigations will be done and the truth will surface. So let them keep plotting and not focus on this case of children's video that all of them were distributing. Let them keep focusing on things that are not relevant until they come for them. Let them keep trying to focus on Korra's father, thinking that Korra's father is their problem. uh, it's not as I thought I was going through YouTube and so and I don't know about listening to gossip. Yeah, I think sorry, apologies. The way she said it came up wrong, but I think she was trying to call your attention to that. So apologies, Hazel. And Cheryl, please don't say somebody's listening to gossip, because some people find that offensive. Okay, let's not allow these people to get us fired up, worked up. This is one thing I always say, and most times I like to bring up old things. And people sometimes when we talk about these things, people say, "But that happened long time ago," because people are genuinely worried. Some of the things you will hear, you'll be genuinely worried, you know. But then when you know what you know, and with all the evidences that are out there, you know that each and every one of these people will be nailed. But that being said, KO2 just needs to be careful, because if this woman, for example, comes out and lies on a video, every other person that was on that live stream said the child was wearing a pampers. This woman is lying even to the court that the child was naked. When you say somebody is naked, it's different from when the person is wearing pampers. If you're talking about nakedness, you have to talk about the level of, if you want to go that. But she didn't. She just said show the naked child, like there was nothing covering any part of the child's body. But people said the child had a pampers on. So you see how this JD set of people can twist things and turn things and put it in a way that no, Sharon, she was not repeating it. She was calling my attention, asking me if I saw the video that lady made. That's what she was doing. She was calling my attention to it and not repeating it, okay? mm. Yeah, oh, please, please, let's slow down. Let's slow down. Let's slow down. Let's slow down. Let's not get ourselves worked up. We've already seen it's not what we're here analyzing. That these people have done a lot and they have planned a lot against this woman. So I have every right to be worried. I understand. Yes, I understand. They've done a lot. They've done a lot. They've done a lot. But there's a lot of evidence also, and I just don't want anybody that is standing by the truth to get worked up. And I don't even want us to be exchanging words, please. I'm begging. I'm begging, please, please, because these people are not worth it, and they are not that smart. They will plot, but it will not work. Cheryl said all people really did was look at to stop her from entering Cora's room because Cora was live. And can anyone tell me how that was creepy? Everyone does a 5 years old know about creepy. They will just try to scrutinize everything. And are you all surprised? Don't be surprised because look at what this woman filed. She kept insisting, I only did this. People have done worse. I only did it. She is not taking the fall alone. And remember, Madam MIA also came out and claimed that she's getting threatening emails, warning the person, even though she didn't mention the person's name, warning the person that was sending her. Then the other lady too that was in the WhatsApp, was in the Facebook group where she was doing these videos with and doing live stream showing the children when she was in JD's home, when Krista was in JD's home. That one too came out and said they were threatening her and calling CPS on her, even though she takes good care of her children, according to her, allegedly, that they were sending her threatening her with CPS and everything else if she would not be, because she made a statement that if push come to shove, she will say, oh no. Give me a second. I think my little one's here. Prendele. Prendele. Ah. Uh, sorry, give me a second. All right. Okay, so Hazel said the woman said it's a message that she got from someone that is in the group with them because the case is coming up, so they want to do something to get our attention away. Please start getting on. They always try to make all this type of move. Hazel, they always make all this type of move. Robert said it's one thing I know that Korra, God is alive and he will deliver her. He is not going to let evil prevail. Not at all. Not at all. God has always been there for her. And the thing is, there is so much evidence to nail these people. It's because Korra is Korra and Korra overlooks a lot of things. Okay. There are all these things that are out here. If it was some kind of people, and I think because they know that she overlooks a lot of things, that's why this particular case we're discussing now, this hashtag no eyes, this case that concerns the little children, they did not think that Cora would take it off. They thought this would be one of those things that she would just come out, vent on social media, cry, and then sweep it under the rug. That's what these people were expecting. I believe even her ex-husband was taken by surprise. Do you understand? So there's just so much going on. And from the other live stream, the live stream I did, if you check that, I said hashtag no eyes. Check it up on my thumbnail, you will recognize it. Hear me say that people will do things to try to distract, but let us not forget. Thank you. Let's not forget hashtag Yamas. Yamas. Cheers. Bravo. Caristo. So I said, let's not forget hashtag no eyes. For example, I was just giving an example of Cora's little one coming in and whatnot. You all are still on my live stream here. Watch my own little one walk in, and you can hear her voice in the background. So, but these people will try to, no, these people will try to do everything they can to act like they don't understand these things and blow everything out of proportion. They will try to distract because this woman is threatening them. Remember that this woman, Crystal, allegedly is threatening all of them with something. And if you go back to what her son said, that she's good at collecting evidence when you people are good, that she will use against you later on to blackmail, that she loves blackmailing people. So don't even be surprised. So yeah, but all of us need to stop panicking. And no, Cheryl, we cannot say all of us to stop panicking, and I'll tell you why. Some people get scared easily, and it's for those of us that don't get scared easily, or we love to work with a lot of evidences and see a lot of things before we even start thinking towards. Like, some people are not that way. You're not just wired that way. So you have to help people that are wired that way to understand that, don't worry, there is enough evidence out there to nail each and every one of them. So even if they call CPS, we know that this is not the first time, right? For example, Dean Kim talked about the group that they were all white people. If you should be afraid, that would have been one of the group to be afraid of, because their job was to make sure they deport his ex-wife. Were they able to deport Mr. JD's ex-wife? They were not. They were not able to deport Korra. Instead, she kept progressing. She kept making the kind of money that now that they all have whatnot, they still can't. But that word of encouragement is going to go a long way, because a lot of people follow the story. So it's going to go a long way. So I know, guys, and I believe in that, and I trust that everything is going to be good. But at the same time, there is things that sometimes Cora doesn't know is happening, or they are cooking. People's eyes are down. People's eyes are down. Hazel, don't worry. People's eyes are down. And I feel like once beaten at this point, Cora should be twice shy. She should know and well be really prepared for what not, No, pig in the car. Pig. Okay, meta. So you know that Cora knows that stuffs are going on. Before, she didn't know about all these groups. She's seen. She might not be looking at everything, but I believe Cora sees certain things. So she knows that there are groups, there are things happening behind the scene. And because she's not the type that talks, a lot of things that she's aware of, you will not know that she's aware of them, because she will never come out and speak about them. That's the difference between she and this her ex that is doing the most. Let me see. Okay, so that's exactly what she's doing right now. She's threatening everybody, cooking up stories, and some bloggers have already put out the stories that she's cooking up, and this is one of them. So please, it has to be people that are running with such story are his bloggers, because the main stories now that real bloggers will put out is actually the hashtag no eyes, and to see what's going to happen in August. And being that this case is around the corner, that's what is going to be discussed. That's why when I was on the 30th, I remember I did 2 live streams. One was on the 30th, the other one was on the 31st. And I kept saying, we're entering the new month. What I think on the 31st and on the 1st, I think those 2 live streams. And I said, we're entering the new month of August. Everybody should remember, hashtag no eyes. If you're somebody that follows this story and whatnot. So Hazel, don't worry. Let them come up with their stories. But at the right time, it will be tackled. But for now, everybody is focused on this. And because they know that the defense is whack, and most of them are scared, They're only building and making their situation worse by she threatening them, instead of them to run and go and confess and say, yes, I received the video. Yes, I was in the group where we watched the stuff. I didn't know it was this. Receive your punishment quietly or publicly, whatever way. The more they keep doing the things that she wants, the worse it becomes, you know, for them, because they're now digging themselves into more problem. So I'm just so very concerned. Don't come here, okay? I can't trust these people. These people have done too much over the years. If it wasn't for us, Cora will be going back to court. I understand you, Hazel. You know, sometimes I feel like the emotions is so strong that sometimes people that are, you know, standing for the truth start butting head. This is not the first time I've noticed it on my live stream, but I think it's just a misunderstanding. Okay, please, apologies, please. Hesa anyway says, thank you for reassuring me. I'm just so fed up of it all now. It is stressful, very stressful. So please understand my worries. Yes. And another thing I want to quickly point out is that woman you mentioned. That woman said something on one of the live stream that I saw, which is not the one you saw, which is the older one. She was fighting with someone, you know. I don't want to give too much details, but I just want to say this. And she said something. That woman said, don't play with me. When you talk, she said, I'm not really quoting her because I can get her word for word, but she said, don't play with me. When you talk about spiritual things, now you're running in the street like a mad person. And in my mind, you don't reach me on a go to spiritual things. And that her statement took me back to what Madam MIA said when Madam MIA swore and placed that curse on JD with removing white hair from her hair. She said it, her words. These were her words. These are words coming out from these people's mouth. Okay. If they've not deleted those, their live streams or their videos, you will still find those on their channels. And I'm like, look at how far this set of lonely women, jobless people that support JD have gotten to. They get to the point where they fight between themselves and they bring in spirituality into this, where they want to start cursing using spiritual means to fire each other. Because when it's telling you you're running in the street like that you're causing harm to this thing. Sorry, I'm being distracted because of my little one here. Box. So let's understand, the point I want to make is that these people will go to any extent, but Kato, ducks. These people will go to any extent, but one thing I want to assure people is that sometimes, like something else I said. Please give me a second. One thing I said is, one thing I said is that these people will do anything. They will continue to do all of these fights. Sorry, I'm trying to plug in my 21 device. These people will do anything or whatnot, but it will not work. So don't worry. Robert said, let's just continue to pray for Korra. She has been through a lot. Yes, of course, prayers up, and she also needs to tighten all corners. You know, there's some that you also have to do. You know, like you praying, oh God bless me, oh God put food on my table. God will not necessarily come down. These are not the days where manna will fall from heaven. Okay, as you pray that God bless you, you also have to use that talent or that work of your hands so God can bless it, right? So sometimes when things like this happen, please reduce the volume. Add it. Sorry, I'm pausing it a little bit more because my little one is here, but it's already 2 hours, 4 minutes. I'm going to end this live stream in a little bit. And if we have the time, we will be able to come back later and discuss. But I just want to reassure everyone because I'm also missing my some of thoughts because I'm getting distracted a lot by my little one here. Uh, okay. I was responding to Robert's message. I said, yes, we'll continue to pray. Yes, like I said, we pray for Korra, we pray for the lawyers involved, the children's safety, um, the police, CPS, DCFS, FBI, everything, everybody, everyone, the judge, the lawyers, everybody that is involved, directly or indirectly. But Korra too needs to be careful and buckle up. You know, there comes a time where you have to put your foot down and you have to make certain changes. And that's what she needs to do. Because this person has decided, he has vowed long time ago that he will not stop. And sometimes I feel like she undermines the things that he's capable of. And this person is capable of anything from what we have seen, the things this he has done, the level of people, the level of wicked people, let me put it that way, that this man has recruited shows the kind of person he is. So she needs to also buckle up, tighten all corners. We're not saying don't stream, but if the kids are around, be careful until major milestones are achieved. This child will grow, she will get to the age where she will understand what her mom does. And she will get to the age where she will understand that her dad is feeding her with certain things. But up until then, the child will keep repeating whatever she hears in dad's home. Either he's discussing on the phone with someone, he's just saying stuff so she can hear and go back and repeat. Whatever the case may be, she won't understand. So mom has to be more careful and dot her I's and cross her T's. That's just what I would say. Be more careful. Okay, because sometimes you might be praying, but when you have open doors for the enemies and whatnot, you cannot blame God and say God did not answer your prayer when you didn't take the necessary precautions that you should have. You know. uh Thank you so much, Rosebud. Thank you. um Hazel said, I'm just so fed up of all of them. The quicker this court case come, the better, honestly. You're right. I'm going to seriously pray. Um, Hazel, if you're thinking that this court case will end everything, then no. I've said it before. This might not be a slam dunk, even though it looks like that. This world we live in, always know that anything is possible. It could be a slam dunk. They could go and the judge says judges and a verdict comes out and that's it, penalty for you, penalty for that, close. But after these people serve, ask yourself what will happen if this is even a slam dunk and they go serve their punishment. If it's payment, if it's fine, fine, if they're fining them, and if it's community service, some time in jail, whatever the punishment was. Sorry, they're going to come out sometime. They will. And what's going to happen? We know that JD will not stop until these children get to 18 and above. Okay? So that's something that we know. So every given time, he's going to be plotting for something new that he wants to do. So let's not even, because look now, one was JD telling this woman that I wish you would counter sue my ex-wife. What happened in this woman's filing now that we went through today? Did we see her saying that she's suing Korra for defamation, even though we've not seen any evidence yet? But she's taking his advice. And if that case goes through, we still have the case between Korra and JD. And then now we have this other one that she's building up. So these people are always coming up with something. And JD will still go and build something else. And she still has the battle with Facebook. to get back the rights of her posting. So there is so many things that will be coming, but Korra needs to be strong enough to stand for those, and we've seen that she's a strong woman. So all we need to do is support her and her family, the obidis, with prayers, and ask that God give Korra the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding to navigate these difficult waters, these difficult times. So Junior, the way she was saying, "Mommy is shaking her bum bum." This one is grooming his own child. I love her to bits, but she has to be very careful at this time. Yeah, the child, yes, the child will say that, but that's not enough to get CPS to take the children away from her, or something like that. He's doing what he's doing, but remember that every case they report to CPS, they've called CPS multiple times on her. They will investigate it, so don't worry. Whatever the child is saying, first of that child is a child. That's a 5 years old talking, and we have professionals that will question the child, and from what the child will say, they will know if somebody is grooming the child or not. And so whoever is digging a hole should be digging a deep hole. But whenever you dig so many holes, you will not remember where you dug, where you dug and where you didn't dig, and you will fall into that hole. And that's what's going to happen to JD. He's going to dig the pit that he's going to use to, Mhm, that he will fall into. So father is there to help. That's why the girls are mostly in the living room when she's live. However, Jay just have this habit of interrupting her mom with some kind of stories. It's the age. It is the age. For example, I'm live now. Y'all heard my little one walk in. If I was not live, she walked in. She loves to play with her things, her dolls, her cars, and all those. Twist this one, twist that one. Pretend she's a doctor, she's a this, she's a nurse, she's a that, she's a fireman. All those things. That's what. But once she sees me live, I think that's one thing that is common with the little ones. Once they see you live, they want to come and talk with you. So you have to know how to balance it. Like for me, I've already told her how many minutes to give me. So once that minute is there, she's sitting right next to me right here. But she's waiting for that minute. Not that she wants anything. Immediately I tell you people bye, she would probably just stand up and go and do something else and just leave me alone totally. But that's little one. So that I think that's the same thing with the baby Jay, that Jay just pops up and tries to distract mom and want to show herself. And the fact that the mom will not show them all the time is also something that gets them fascinated, like gets them excited, and they want to know why their mom is not showing them. They want to see that, those kind of stuff. So the child will keep interrupting mom. So nobody should worry, don't nobody should worry about it. And it's just a normal thing. Okay, but when she says certain things, you will know if the kind of things that will be normal thing that a little child will say, and what somebody must have actually said to her hearing, and she's repeating it also. So I'm glad she said others did worse. That's from Laura Lee. Laura Lee said, I'm glad she said other people did worse. That will just help Cora's case. She's trying to implicate other people, and I feel like, and she's also blackmailing them behind the scene so they don't come out to expose. Because imagine what that lady that they said is the one that says of a Caribbean roots. I think they said is Jamaican. The other lady came out here and told us that she's not from Jamaica. Everybody was denying that one. But anyways, the lady is a Caribbean, and that lady said if worse come to worse, for her to say that, because she was one of the people that were on that live videos where Crystal was showing the children, she was really scared. And she said to them, that's not a comment she made public. I don't think she made that comment publicly, but somehow Crystal heard about it. Or maybe she did make it on one of their chat rooms or whatever. And somebody informed Crystal that she said, if push come to shove, I will tell them the truth. That if I'm asked, I will tell them the truth. And that's the next thing they said. She started talking about CPS. You understand? So these are how these people's mind function. She goes and says something to implicate other people and then come back and does something else online. So Cora will get her restraining order, and by the grace of God, the judge, uh, by the grace of God, by the grace of God, the judge will recommend criminal charges. Yes, so yes, but JD will not stop. Remember, the case between she and JD is also still up. There is so much, and this is something that this man will not stop until these children are grown. So they are stuck for the next 18 years because the man is really twisted in his ways. Very malicious person. So we can't tell people how to process information or how to feel. We're not all the same, to be fair. Mm. There's some people panic. Yeah, of course, there are people that will panic. That's why I said it's for people that if you're not somebody that panics easily, when you see somebody in panic or you see somebody scared, worried about something, it's for you to reassure the person. And for me, that's what I love to do. When I hear things like that, I feel that somebody is, oh, do you think this is going to happen? Do you think this is going to? Some people are genuinely worried for Cora. And me, I always go with the evidences we have online on social media and the things that this set of people have done. And I use that to explain, you know, I use that to actually explain so everybody that is panicking, or because some people are even panicking and they will not even come out to say it. So for somebody to even come out and tell you that I'm worried, it's a bold step because some people will be worried and will not say it, and they might just want to hear you say that word that is reassuring. And me, I feel like being a content creator, that's one of the things. Not all these set of people that go online and they're giving negative type of stuff, and I'm not sure how that benefits anybody, you know. Yeah. As I said, most of the nonsense they cook up eventually comes out of Mr. Evil's mouth and end up in his nonsense petition. And they're not even smart. That's why the first thing I always tell people, I say, please don't panic because these people are not even smart enough. If they were smart, it will be more scary because a smart person will be able to, properly build something that is false and try to make it look real because they're smart. But this set of people are not smart enough, and he's the number one person that comes out to say other people are not educated, other people cannot this, they cannot that. If people understand anything, the American court system. Since you've been bragging with the American court system, what has that gotten you? Has that gotten you the defense that you've been looking for all these years? The answer is no. So they might go now knowing fully well that they are cooked. Okay, Crystal is fried in this particular case. Like she's in deep, but she's parading herself like I don't care because she knows she's going to pull JD and the rest of them along with her. So she's satisfied with that. That we're all going to stroll into jailhouse together if that be the case. But then these other people that have not even served their day before in jail, or they've not had run-ins with the law. Some of them, they're like, what? This is not what I want on my record. You know, this is not something I want to be known like I was found guilty for something. No, they know the punishment. This might end. This might ruin some people's home. You understand? This might piss off some people's family members. Like, how could you do this? How could you get yourself invested in a stranger's case and up to the extent that look now where you ended up? But he's not smart enough, so nothing is happening. So my thing is, like I told my life, she has something on JD, something big. That's why he's supporting her, and she's hitting her chest with full evidence. Um, and Hazel, this woman doesn't even need to have a lot. Remember, they all co-plotted together. And if we're working with what her son said, she collects, she records your conversation with her, chats she will save, anything she can use as evidence against you. So when you are just innocently chatting with someone that you think is stable, not knowing that this person is not stable, this person is evil, and this person is busy collecting because seriously, do you go to your friend's home and look at the home and say, My friend's refrigerator is so dirty. No friend who does that, but she did it. She put it out there that he has nothing. His house is empty. He's this, is that. So that's not even a friend. That's not even a friend. So with all of this and the fact that they were giving, there were monetary exchange. Remember, from what we heard them say, they were giving, donating money, and the agreement was when you get there, you will show us. So there's evidence of that woman picking her up, them going for shopping. There are evidence of the transaction that people donated from whatever means you send money to someone. There is that trail, right? That you have money has exchanged hand from point A to point B. Gifts that they bought for the kids that he even came out and showed. All of these things are things that Crystal can go and say, these are the things we gave in exchange for us to have certain access to the kids, for us to be able to see the kids, to see that she might paint it to be that it was an innocent thing, but it went where it went. And you were okay with it. That's the father. So if all of these things are properly tabled in front of the judge, what do you think is going to happen? He's going to get punishment for it, because that's not something a reasonable. And these are internet people. These are not like family friends. Even family friends, you will be like, family friends gonna tell you, let me give you gifts so you can give me access to your children. You're not asking why are you so invested? Like, why are you so invested? You're not asking that question. So the man knows he's fried. So in order to save his head, he's trying to save the woman that is also guilty. That's what he's doing. And that's why we're where we are. It's a full confidence, my sister. Seriously. Sure. Cora asked her. Laura Lee said, at Cheryl Wade said, um, you are correct. Cora asked her the other day, why do you wait until I'm live to say these things? The little one will just say whatever comes to their brain. At the point that it comes to their mind, that's the point they will say it. And probably when Cora was not live, maybe they were talking about something else, playing, doing all those things you do with kids. And it just did cross the child's mind, and immediately she went live. The child just remember that stuff, whatever that thing she said, and she said it. And that's going to continue until this child understands, when the mom will tell her that, please, when I'm live, do not, talk to me about certain things, or at least let me know you want to say something so I can, pause. I think they have that on YouTube too. You can mute. Sorry, on Facebook too. You can mute, and then they can have that conversation if the baby really wants to have it. Then the child. But with somebody like JD, nobody knows the type of conversation that one is having in private with the kids. Wait, we missed one. So the fact is, she said God cannot stop her from seeing the children beat me. Yes, and I don't think she remembers that she said that, because now she's saying, Your Honor, I'm not going to California. I'm not going to California anymore. I don't have any plans, because my friend that was based in California has moved to Pennsylvania. Madam Laila, when she was saying, but the good thing is she said that on a live video, and the video is online. So it's going to be hard next week in court. That hearing, it's I choose my own is, I hope. That's why from the beginning I said, let's all pray that the wisdom, the knowledge, the direction God give Korah's lawyers, the direction, so they go on the right path. Because if they put everything together, properly dot their I's and cross their T's, and everything is well done, it will be overwhelming in court. Seriously, it will be overwhelming. But we know how these things can be sometimes. So her confidence is too much for me, and she's acting as if those children belong to her. Is bad enough that we have to do with JD. But to have this crazy as well is too much. But are you surprised, Hazel? That's what JD says. JD never speaks when he talks about the children. He talks about the children like the children are his children alone. Like he was pregnant by himself. He carried those children for 9 months and delivered those children. He doesn't sound like someone that was, with someone else and part and parcel of something, and this is the result, like he was in a marriage. He doesn't sound like he was married. Remember, he referred to her once as a baby mama. You understand? Almost like he's talking about somebody he was not married to, uh like somebody that he was not married to. So that's why this woman too can beat her chest and say there's nothing Korra can do. But now she's beginning to see what Korra can do. And now she's beginning to tell the court system that Korra is undermining the American justice system because Korra is not listening to what Judge Nod said. So you see, that's that. The confidence is too much. In fact, yeah. Mm. So said they're both still talking to each other. That's really possible. Even though he said on a video that he is no longer dealing with her, they are they are the things that she's saying, especially now coming closer to court date, they talk. Of course, he's going to try to distance himself because if you remember, even MIA was screaming, telling him to go and file alongside his ex-wife because Zoe is going to put him in trouble. But because he doesn't, Salimera, be- but because he doesn't, yeah. So because he was screaming on his live stream, telling everybody, "Oh, I hope she counter sues. I hope she counter sues. She's my mother's friend," and all those things he said publicly are what we're seeing on her this thing as part of this. So nobody should worry. This whack stuff that she presented and the whack nonsense that he presented, putting Madam Zacchaeus in Minnesota as a person to go and testify. What is that one going to testify? Somebody that has finished defaming KO for how many years now? That one will go and testify, and they will not cross-examine that one with the things that she has said about KO, how she's going to defend herself. What relationship do you have with her that you think you can come out and speak about her that way? If they go to KO's channel and check, has she spoken about you? That you say, okay, because she first spoke about me and did this, that's why. No, it will only be so that's just the thing. When you look at them, him bringing that woman as somebody to come and testify in his own case, you will see that it's what it is. All right. So there is so much to be discussed, like I said, because there is so much to catch up on. And I will see you all later on. Have a nice day. See you all later in the evening because I'm getting distracted so much. So I gotta go. Bye, everyone. God bless you for your contributions. I will see you later. Okay. Thank you all so very much.